Okay, we're here. It took me a minute because I had to put my computer right where I'm at. Excuse me. You got it?
And there's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hi, sexy lady.
Oh.
This is a lot better.
What?
So there's one problem though.
Who are you talking to? You ain't talking to me. I know you're not talking to me.
Yes, you're sexy lady.
Thank you, Tom. I don't feel it, but thank you.
All right. Let's see. We got Surge.
Surge is first.
We got Cody. Oh, are you doing it? Go ahead.
Oh, do you want to do it? I'll let you do it.
Take over. You got to learn.
No, I made a mistake. Shoot. If you can go.
Nope.
Hi, Dave.
There's Froggy. Okay, let me start again because I feel like I messed up. We got Surge. Surge is first. We got Cody O.
Go ahead.
We got Froggy. Hello, Froggy.
Let's see. Ribbit.
Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Hello. There's the Tom Show. Carla will be up shortly. She's here. God love her.
I'm
How
right
you doing,
here.
Tom? Froggy saying hi to
I'm
Tom.
good.
Tom saying hi, David. Surge is saying woo after party time. Froggy needs the link. I do not know Froggy's.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
Doing that right now. Tell Dave,
Skinner
check your Facebook.
Farms. Skinner's in the house.
Skinner, do you want a
Sending
link?
that-
How would I send Skinner a link? I got him my text message. How the hell would I send him a link?
I can send him one if he wants one. David Frog is saying hi to Skinner. Froggy.
Tom.
Tom.
Hi to you.
Hi, Skinner.
See how good I'm doing as this admin? I've got it going on now. I got it going on.
Okay, you keep your job. I don't have to fire you.
Oh, good. Oh, there's Froggy.
Oh,
Hi,
there's
baby.
Dave.
Hello. Hello. The link I clicked was the old one. Oh, craminy Christ. I'm sorry, Kent. Okay, let me send you. I'll send it to Instagram. I'll send the correct link. Okay, so I may still lose my job.
Trust me,
Go ahead, take your
other
time.
people screwed up worse than this. You'll be fine.
No,
Yeah, I'm
Froggy, I
still
screw
trying
up
to send the
a lot.
Alan said he didn't get the link.
I'm doing that right now.
I
Colin.
know one administrator that actually shut the channel down.
Really?
Yeah, because he got drunk went broadcast. I'm like, what the fuck? What the? Dave.
You know what? I did that once in another stream, and I put everybody in timeout for 300 seconds. Oh my god! I don't know how I did it. I fell asleep with my finger on my touch screen, and everybody was.
Oh, nobody ever falls asleep while they're alive.
Okay. I think I just sent
Dewey.
No, I didn't.
Froggy.
Colin,
Oh, you're being facetious. You're being facetious.
He's got it.
I've
All right,
never
Colin's
fallen
got it.
asleep.
I have
Allison.
fallen asleep at least 4 or 5 times on a live. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I'm gonna send Craig the link. I can't chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. So let me
Jules.
let me
how
go.
do I
So,
get
Tom,
you
how
to-
you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
Good. How are you, Dave?
Hey, Jules, if you have Instagram,
I'm
message me on
single
Instagram.
tonight. Hence why I can be live.
What? First time in how long? This boy been single?
Why are you single tonight?
Did she kick you away?
She's at her sister's for the night, so I can play.
Damn, I can't talk to her.
Oh.
Okay, try
Oh,
that
Bed
one.
is awfully big and roomy.
I was going to say, did you get a divorce already?
No, I will not
I'll
divorce
send,
her. I love her too much.
I'll send Skinner one too because it's
Okay.
in the same.
Jules has got to send me, message me on Instagram. She has one.
Hey, Jules, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you.
I got while I have my Instagram up, I got Brian with Luxivo Vacations. Who is there anybody else you want me to send it to? Huh?
Does Jules have an Instagram? Does Jules have an Instagram?
I have her on Messenger.
Okay.
Okay, send it to her on Messenger. I don't think I have her on Facebook.
You want me to send? I can send it to her in Messenger if you want.
Yeah,
Somebody
because I
got
don't think I
cigarette
have
in the
Jules
plant
as a
first.
friend on Facebook.
You see her new color,
I
Carla?
should. Whose?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
yeah, I
I
did.
put
Oh,
the wrong
yeah.
one again.
I got a
Yeah.
redhead
Makes you
now.
look
That's
younger.
what I did. I clicked the link and I went back into the link I just left, but I
It's my
couldn't get in.
fault. I'm sorry.
No. But there were still people there. But I was in the basement because Carl. Who
Oh
left?
my god. I'm sorry, Carla. I stink as an admin.
It's the
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
It's okay.
It takes practice. You'll be
Oh,
fine,
you're
Angie.
doing good.
Hey, Angie.
Yeah, Jules, I
by
just
the
sent
way,
it to
this-
you, babe.
you have-
Colin,
didn't shut down my
Colin's in
live
the
stream.
basement. I can get you, Colin. That
Oh,
I
it's
can
in
do.
the
That's
basement.
Jules. Colin, I
Oh,
don't see you in
Jules.
the basement. Where
There
did Jules go?
She goes.
Well,
on
Just see
you.
Colin.
It's
Just see Colin hop up.
Colin's in the
Uh-oh.
basement.
He
Let
was
Colin in.
just in the basement.
I don't see Colin in the basement.
He's
He's
not.
not there.
Scroll
He
down.
was.
He was, but he's not there.
I did.
Colin, hit that link again.
Yeah, you're not in the
'Cause if he
basement.
was in the Yeah,
He was. I just
Angie, if
seen
you
him.
go below the main window
But now he's not
and
there.
you
yeah.
see the people in the room, if you scroll on that section, you'll actually pull up another line. You might see Colin in the basement.
Yeah, I scrolled, but it's just the four of us. It's
Yeah.
nobody else's.
All right.
Colin, do it again.
We got 3 guys and 2 girls. The odds aren't good here. We got to change something. Tom, go home.
Nah.
Well, I'm not loved here right now.
You are loved. I sent Craig the link on Instagram. I sent Skinner the link on Instagram. I sent Captain the link on Instagram in case he couldn't sleep. I sent Brian the
You know
link
I was
on
joking,
Instagram.
Tom.
Thanks for having me on.
Didn't you just have a birthday too? Who was it? Was it you? Oh, I got to go back to Facebook to see who just had a birthday. I thought you just had one, Tom.
Colin says I'm here. I don't see you in the basement, Colin.
Mm-mm.
Get that idiot's comment off.
Come in! Try the link again. We're in here. We're in here.
I can send it to Jules.
Wow, what is
Here,
it?
I'm gonna go put it on the counter, okay?
I sent it to Jules on Messenger. Jules, did you
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
it?
the cigarette looks good,
She was
Tom.
on. She was on briefly and then disappeared. So she must have got it. So don't know. Oh, shit.
If I could type. C-A-U.
I sent it to Thrash too. I know he's
Okay,
probably
now-
not going to come up.
He's in the basement.
Jules is
Okay,
in the
that's
basement.
Jules. All right, let
What
her.
does everybody else say?
That was weird. It just like boom kicked me out of everything. I had to log back into everything. I was like, what the hell?
Welcome back,
Hi.
I
Jules.
don't know. Thank you. Hi, Fred.
Hi. Where did
Yeah,
Cheers.
you're right, my dear. Good to see you.
Okay.
Always.
I'll see you tomorrow.
That's who had a birthday. The girl behind you.
It's nice being next to you.
Hers was in May.
Huh?
Hers was in May.
I just
Oh wait, Colin, you're in the basement. I don't see you in the basement.
I don't
Scroll
see
down.
him either.
Colin, you're in the wrong basement.
Yeah, he
He's
got
got,
the wrong
he's
link.
got the wrong link.
Well, I had the wrong link.
Here, Colin, I'm gonna
That's
send
last
you the link
week's
again.
basement. You got to get this
Hey,
week's
Good luck
basement.
trying to get hold of him.
I'm gonna send
Carla.
Colin the link
He's
again.
not on many platforms. It's tough.
Carla, here's the link, the correct one that works.
All
Because
right.
the
I'm
one
gonna-
that I sent, people said was to the wrong one. So
It was to
The
the
old
one
one.
we was already on. Basically.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Because then I
You gotta get
rejoined and there was still a few people. I was like, it's the wrong link.
All right, give me a
Yeah.
second, Colin, because that could be the thing.
So then I went onto YouTube and like, yeah, I'm here. So, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's only a link.
Paste it.
It's no big deal.
All right, Colin, try that link.
It's the one you're on now. So copy and paste whatever is on your thing, and then that's it.
Try the link I just sent you, Colin.
He's in the basement. He must have the link.
He's not. I can take a picture and show it to you.
No,
He's not
no,
in the basement.
I believe it. I don't know.
I know.
I think there he is.
There's
Probably in the wrong.
There he
prob-
is.
he's
Oh,
in the
bless
wrong-
the frick.
There
He's in
you
the wrong-
are.
Oh,
You're in
Where
the
did
wrong
you
place.
go?
Oh, sorry, Colin. Stay
There
there.
he
Stay there.
is.
Stay there.
that's
Okay.
what kept happening to me.
What? You-
Like,
you
boom,
just
it booted
upset-
me out.
Colin, me and
You're
Angie are
wrong
playing trigger
basement.
now.
Top of the
Wrong
day to
place.
you, laddie. Cheers.
Were you hitting
Here,
at the same
Colin.
time I was?
Yeah, I was clicking on trying to get in. Hey,
I think
but here we are.
you were in the old one. I think you were in the old basement. That's why we didn't see you.
But I
Because I sent
swear
I
thought
sent the
saw
wrong
him in
link to
basement.
Craig as well. So it's
Well,
my fault.
no, thank you. The link that I clicked on, it showed me the Muppets. Showed me the Muppet Show.
Get the hell out of here. Are
That
you
was
serious?
my fault.
No,
That
you're
was my
shitting with me.
Was Robert and his
That
brother
would be
there?
my phone.
Did you see Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog?
Gobbly.
No,
That's where Colin got
All right.
confused.
Did you see
said-
Swedish Chef throwing shit in the
No.
microwave?
It showed me the Muppets.
Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody miss it?
I was like, oh, I could turn into Muppet
Oh,
now.
Kermit.
It's me, Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here. Oh, Kermit.
Where's Robert?
I'm sorry, Craig. I'm sorry, Colin.
David,
It was
what's
me.
going
I
on,
was
brother?
the wrong
It's
one.
no biggie.
much.
No deal.
Good to see you, David.
She's
Yeah.
just a dumbass. Oh wait, that wasn't Kermit's voice. Hang on. She just. Wait, I can't.
Oh,
You
know,
can't do it.
Kermit the Frog here. Angie's just a dumbass and should not be an admin for anyone.
Nah.
I'm going to go and get something to eat.
Angie,
not easy
hey,
being
for
green.
awesome. So where's Robert? I haven't seen him all week.
Robert.
Oh,
he's
he's
Back
getting
in
here.
the last.
He's
they
still in the
can't
other
find
stream, I
link
think.
Either, probably.
I think so. Yeah,
They
Robert's
know it
lost.
wrong.
I'm grabbing a beer. Yeah, I think Robert's lost out there. We gotta get
He's
the
lost.
out and reel him in.
He's
Yeah.
done. He's fucking done. He's well lost. He's always lost. He's lost.
Fish your home.
Oh.
Set that hook.
Yeah.
Oh, reel it in. Reel it in, Jules.
Right.
Bzzz.
It makes like a bzzz. Oh, Robert's in the chat.
It's like a Jaws movie.
No Jaws. No. That is the reason why I will not go into the ocean past my knees anymore.
Oh,
I learned how to body surf in the
One second,
Pacific
they're back.
Ocean in Santa Cruz, you guys.
Okay.
And after I saw Jaws as a teenager, I was like, I was
Oh, yeah.
with the sharks when I was a little girl. I didn't know it.
it scared everybody.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
My dad would just roll his eyes at me. He'd like, whatever.
yeah.
Rum. Something
I love
My
the
dad-
scene in Jaws when they're all sitting there and they're singing the song that you sing, Colin, about
Show me the
show
way to go
you
home.
the way to go home.
And the other one is
I want to go to bed. That's a thrash right now.
Mhm.
An hour ago, and it's gone right to my head.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
and that's when they're all sitting around. They're talking about
the
historical.
war wounds.
Yeah, they're Quint is talking about. You know, he portrays himself. You know, Robert Shaw. That him is. You know, he was in the USS Indianapolis. You know, that they carried the bomb, the atomic bomb.
And then
No,
and all
no,
the
no.
soldiers were-
The Indianapolis never carried the atomic bomb. That was the one that was sunk, and everybody died from the shark attacks. They were trying
was
to
a
do
huge-
shark
That's
repellent.
right.
Yeah,
They-
that was
they-
that was the U.S. Indianapolis that carried the bomb.
Indianapolis.
It
Yep.
delivered the bomb, and on the way back, it was hit by a Japanese torpedo, or else what did they call those? You know the way the Japanese they had kamikaze pilots, but what was the name for their submarine kamikazes? There was a different name for those guys, and it was a guy just get inside like they
U-boats.
get in.
They were
No,
like
it
the
wasn't.
Germans. They called them U-boats.
No, there's a name. There's a name for it. Gorgons or something. The Japanese, you get inside, put a man in there, and he was inside a engine-powered torpedo, and he steered it, and boom, went right under the ship. You know, I forget the name of it. I need to look it up. Sorry, my mind elapses sometimes. But yeah, that's what they were talking about in that clip in Jazz.
Oh, they call them B1s. Imperial Japanese. I'm looking it up right now. For World War II Japan subs.
Yeah. Their bombers went.
Yokosuka reconnaissance plane, a water type capsule attached to the deck. Let's go to this one here. I'm looking up links.
I can't remember. I just watched that movie recently too. But you know, like some things skip your mind. When I go to bed tonight, I'll probably think. When I go to bed tonight, it'll go ping. But Jules will be gone. Angie will be gone. You know, you'll be gone. Everybody will be gone. I'm going, fuck.
I got my third win, man. I'll be all right.
All right. Well, cheers. Yeah, it's 21:52 here. You know, close to 11. So hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Wait a minute. You're in the same time zone I am. It's 9:52. What are you talking about?
I'm still standing.
9:52.
Yeah.
Got that here. Fucking hell.
You said it was
Not giving any
11:52,
real
Paul, and
names
it's only
except the B1.
9:52.
It's 2:52 here.
21.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours later there than
Oh,
it is from
I'm
Eastern
Close to
Standard.
10.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Craig.
Here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
nothing. It's not your fault. It's just
You've got your third win. Let's go.
I always go by 24-hour clock.
I've got lots of wind.
Carla,
So,
take a look at Cody.
I did.
Hey,
I
Cody,
did already. Too late.
All right.
Cody,
I'm still standing
cat?
after
Oh,
all
there he is.
time.
Robert's there. Robert's there in the chat. All right, Robert.
hey, Robert.
Angie, you gotta take that down. It's been up like an hour
Good
now.
to see you. Good to see you.
Can't
We know
barely.
you're there.
Hi,
We know
Robert.
We're in the chat.
Robert.
Yeah.
Can they come in?
I'm still standing. But
Yeah.
I don't see anybody in the basement.
Cody or Robert?
I have
Like-
brought everyone up that is in the basement.
I guess they need
I
a
have
link.
done my job
Check
sufficiently.
the attic.
Eventually.
Shit, there's an attic? Are you serious?
Yeah, there's toys in it.
Good night, Raven.
Toys in the attic.
In the attic.
Flowers in the attic.
Froggy? I took my gullible pill today, all right? Hey, Raven, what's going on?
I
Lordy.
could never tell. I
Carla,
could never
where'd
tell.
Tom go?
To eat.
Sorry.
I'm still standing.
I haven't
Yeah,
dinner yet, so you
yeah.
went to eat.
I don't know why I'm singing that
I
song.
thought I was on mute, so I was like looking like my
Carla,
head.
Carla,
Eh.
can
Could have slagged everyone off then, and we all would have known.
What?
Can
Raven
Robert,
the Blackbird, hello.
can
And
Cody
good night.
or Robert, can they enter here?
Cody's got the link.
Yeah.
Okay. What about, and then Robert's looking for, and there's
Hey,
Chris.
Joey.
Chris is up as well. What up, Chris?
Joey, what's going on?
Joey. What up, Joey?
I'll send Joey the link. I put
Those
the link in the
foundations
private, so
are
Robert
Joey.
and
Oh,
them
yeah.
should have it.
Surge is back.
Night, take away these broken wings and learn to fly.
There we go.
All right. Sing it.
it.
Well, you're high. So,
What?
Hold on.
We need trash.
Place I
I'm just tired.
mountain mom.
But we were what were we talking about? We're talking about sharks in the water. Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what's going on? Yay.
Hi, Chris.
We got Joey. Who is sick and tired? That's a new
Take
name.
That's
that-
Chris.
take
That's
that-
Chris.
Take that comment off.
I'm sorry?
The comment. Take that off.
Oh, okay.
It's been on there for about.
Yeah, this been up like a half hour now.
Oh,
all-
it's my
Yeah.
fault. I apologize.
No,
I
you're
have
right.
dropped the ball on. Look, I'm way far behind. Oh my God. Everybody needs the link. No. Okay, let me come back up here. Oh my God.
You don't
Joey, I
know.
sent you the link if you want to come up.
There you go.
There's Chris. Hello, Chris.
That's it. There
Merry
you go.
Thanksgiving and a happy Christmas. Yay, love.
little early. Skip past
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
there's Joe. It's Joe
Oh.
posing as Robert. Then we got Ghost.
Oh,
Hello,
bloody hell.
cheers, Ghost.
Oh, Robert's there.
Serge.
Serge.
I'm with the kids right now. You go, brother. You're such a good daddy.
Right, nice one.
And we got Chris. And we got.
How about instead of rushing from Halloween to Christmas, we use November as a month of thanks to properly prepare our hearts to celebrate Christmas for what it was really about, the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen. Amen.
Amen,
Well,
brother.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It really irritates the fuck out of me that they're
Yeah.
cramming Christmas down us, and it's not even Halloween. You know, they
Oh,
got
no.
Christmas trees on sale, and we've barely
Yeah.
gotten past Halloween.
No,
We
you're
haven't
right.
gotten to Thanksgiving yet.
Have you been into Walmart recently? It's.
I'd rather
same-
not go because it would really flip my wig. I mean,
Right.
I understand Christmas is a big deal. It's one
It's
of the biggest
commercial. It's a
holidays
commercial
of the
thing.
year,
Commercial
and it's
one.
also one of the most depressing ones. The
It's
highest
commercial.
suicide rate is Christmas.
Yeah. Well,
Angie, look at this.
it's way
They
too
try
commercialized.
forcing this holiday on us earlier and earlier
Doesn't
every
get
year.
warm.
We don't have a Black Friday anymore. We have a Black Week.
What is that?
That's
You
a
know,
cake
for a
my
month.
daughter made for her son's birthday.
That
How
is
cute is that?
beautiful.
Oh,
Oh my God,
Isn't
look,
that
it's a
cool?
log. Oh, it's
Oh, chocolate
gorgeous.
log. Chocolate
My-
log.
Shot.
My
Law.
daughter made that for her son's birthday. Let me see. If I can-
Oh,
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
Like, isn't he adorable?
oh,
That's
When
him
was
and
the
his-
birthday?
That's his little baby.
oh.
When was the birthday?
It was today.
Oh,
Oh, happy
Oh, really?
birthday.
It's my
Oh.
nephew James.
Oh,
That's so cute.
What a
Yeah, that's his
sweetie.
little girl.
Hi, Serge.
I love that. So she loves to
Joey.
bake. She's a very good baker. Of course, she says she learns everything from me, but trying to be.
I mean, I'm not a
That's awesome.
Scrooge, but they keep on forcing the holidays onto us 3 seasons too early. You know,
You know, they do, but there's a way you can look at this. I mean, you can look at it as a
Nothing
negative,
gets forced on
which
me. I
is
don't
hard.
watch
I
it.
mean, like it
Right.
is hard because it is
I
commercial.
don't watch it. Well, there you go.
I blame
Or
my
you can
mother
turn
for
it
it.
into a positive.
I
and
blame my
try to
mother because
enjoy what it
as soon as-
symbolizes.
as soon as New Year's goes by, she starts Christmas shopping for the next year. It's my mother's fault. I knew it.
You know, I
That's
can
why you do
barely
it,
keep
though,
up with
fairness.
holidays, but honestly, like,
That's America, folks. That's the country we live in. You know
all
what I
right,
mean?
so it's like almost
No,
almost
no, it's not just
Thanksgiving.
America. It's here as well. It's here as well.
Yeah, same as Craig. Yeah. It's like Craig said, everything's become so much commercialized,
But
and
if you
like-
stick
How
with
good
your
is that
family
cigarette?
traditions and those traditions that symbolize what it's about, put up the nativity first. If
There
I
you
mean,
go.
if it's going to be around you and it's everywhere, start with that nativity, you know, and do something like
I want that
if you
cigarette.
want to put decorations up, like put something natural from the outside, bring it inside. Get some pine cones, get some Christmas
oh, I love
boughs
this.
off the pine trees, whatever it means for you, a Yule log, whatever. Do you know if it's going to be in your face, you can make it what you want. You don't have to bring it in. You can bring in what you choose.
I'll be right back. The boss
If
is
you want to
calling.
focus on Thanksgiving,
Where the
leave
hell
the
am I?
Christmas.
I love the smell
Focus
of
on
pine.
Thanksgiving.
I even buy those plugins to the wall with the pine. You know the
I
smell.
love the smell of pine. Oh my god, because I
me
love
too.
pine.
Oh my god, I love it too. There's this candle
yeah.
that Great Value has at Walmart. It is
Green?
called Snowy Pine. You cannot find it nowhere. I tried looking it up everywhere. I cannot find that damn thing.
Pine is lovely. It's a lovely smell.
I would love to get those candles.
I love it.
I mean,
Crazy.
I used to work. I used to work in a joinery workshop.
Yeah.
Sometimes we used to work with pine.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you start working with it and
Cutting it,
storing
shaving it,
storing
sanding
stuff and the aromas off it, it's like, oh,
I love it.
God.
Oh, thrash.
This next level, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm amazing, you know.
I love the smell of fresh cut wood. Like
Mm.
it's just like
No, but pine is like,
oh yeah, but pine is especially aromatic. Cedar
big
also,
time. Yeah,
but
it really
I
is.
love
I,
pine.
I could smell pine 12 months of the year. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. You know, but it's always, you know, if it comes to Christmas or anything, you got, you know, I up the ante a little bit and, you know, buy those plugins. God knows what you're sniffing and
Yeah,
coming.
you need to go where there's a pine tree and get one that's full of sap. Like peel off a piece that has that pitch in it. It's got that pine pitch in it. It's real dark. It's real kind of sticky. If you burn that just a little bit, it's like you see the people doing the people that do the Palo Santo, whatever, from South America. Pine to me, like if I burn that, it instantaneously takes me to the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Nature, Christmas. It's like happy memories. It takes you to a happy place or a place.
I love it.
To me, like pine forest, like is serenity to me. It's like therapy. It's like all I got to do is go to the mountains, be around some big pine trees, and I'm just like, but I'm like, I grew up not far from like the redwood forest, so redwoods are big pines, and I love the smell of pine. And to me, it's in essence that triggers memories that are happy memories. You know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
We cut down a Christmas tree every year. My father made sure that was a tradition. And so
the day after Halloween, they've already started playing Christmas music on the radio.
They always do that though.
I don't care if it's on the radio. I don't care if I hear it because I love music. And if it makes me happy, then I'm going to be okay with it. If it annoys me, I just shut it off. It's just that simple.
I
Not
always
waiting
listen.
for you that day. If you're going to be a bah humbug, shut it off. Do
I
what
always
works for you.
But they always skip Thanksgiving for decorations.
You got to get those in October.
They never have.
Dollar store does. I got some new stuff. You got to get them early, like real early of October. They pull out the Halloween stuff, in like July, and then you got the Thanksgiving stuff kind of coming out
short
maybe
and brief, but
September,
yeah,
end of August.
all you need is fall color stuff. It's just fall.
Easter eggs on Boxing Day.
Don't worry, they'll have Valentine's Day next month.
And say
Easter eggs on Boxing Day.
Easter is Boxing Day?
No, Easter eggs. They put them on the shelves on Boxing Day over here.
Oh, okay. So Boxing Day is what day?
The 26th, the day after Christmas Day.
Stevens.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they put Christmas, like Easter eggs on the shelves.
They actually,
Easter
here they go to Valentine's Day.
No.
And then it's Easter.
Valentine's isn't the next big one over here is Easter after Christmas.
Yeah, but you guys have that real Cadbury chocolate.
Yeah, we got lots of that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I like the hard Cadbury chocolate eggs, the little ones with the crunchy shell.
I love Cadbury's, but I also love Roundtrees.
I don't like the big runny ones.
I like Thorntons. Ever heard of Thorntons?
Oh, well, Chris.
Oh my God, Chris, really?
You're funny. No, it was the night before Christmas in the house. Nothing was stirring, not even a mouse. When what to my wondering eyes should appear, but a magic sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Something like that. I don't know. Been a while since I read it.
I think I'm gonna sleep through Christmas.
Or I saw mommy.
I'd love to, but
you make it what it is, and you can make it special for the little ones, or you can humbug through it, and then
that's it.
Grandma got ran over.
For the little one, it's like
you got little ones. You got to play it up, man. You got to.
Yeah, you do that. You do it for them.
It's like okay, it's like this. All right, so have you all watched and read that story? I love it too. It's so awesome with the kids that go to the North Pole. It's great book.
Polar Express.
Yeah, yes, and then they made the movie out of it. I
That's
used to
awesome.
read that book to my kids before there was even the movie. The
Yeah,
Polar
yeah.
Express.
The movie's really good though.
The movie is
I like
awesome.
Narnia.
It is.
Have you ever seen Narnia?
Another Santa Claus movie. It's in Mountain.
Narnia.
Santa Claus a movie. I remember
Narnia
that.
is good. That's it. Yeah, Chronicles of Narnia. Like
Yeah.
The Lion,
The
the Witch,
Lion,
and the
the
Wardrobe.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes, I had a teacher read that to us in 7th grade, and I loved
Santa
it.
Claus a movie with
Channel.
Dudley Moore. It was the elf.
Oh, that's right. Dudley Moore. Oh my gosh.
Dudley
Wow.
Moore was awesome.
And now they're
It's
coming
dead.
out with another Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
I gotta figure out when they're gonna have that.
Are they
And what
really?
they're having on.
The Santa
Yes.
Claus was great, and part
I loved all
2
three of them.
was okay
All
too.
three of them.
I really prefer the first ones though. Like it just seems like when they try to do part 2, it's not quite as good as the first one. I don't know why that is, but that just seems to be the way it is.
Yeah.
Stories 3.
Not even mouse.
Oh God.
Merry Christmas. It's not Christmas. Merry Christmas.
There's some
Hi,
good
Jason.
classics.
Fat bastard. All right. So
Hey,
Cassie,
Oh damn! Hey Jason. Oops.
my oldest Cassie hated Santa Claus. She was petrified of him. I have pictures of me dressing her up so gorgeous in her Christmas dress. Usually I sewed it and it was just beautiful. And I would take her, I'd do her hair like, okay, let's go see Santa. And she'd be like, and so I'd try to get her, coerce her onto Santa's lap. And she would freak out, like start crying and like backing up and like hiding behind
Oh,
me.
yeah. Kids will shit.
You know, and
Kids will
crying.
shit themselves. Kids will shit
You
themselves.
know?
Jules,
She
I
hated Santa
remember.
Claus, like hated him. He was a fat, hairy man in a weird pajama suit. And she wanted nothing to do with him because he was a stranger. It was like stranger danger to her. It like literally caused her like physical duress if I tried to make her sit on Santa's lap.
I remember seeing photographs of a couple of my uncles years ago when my grandfather, late grandfather, late grandmother would have took my uncles down to see Santa, just like you're talking about, Jules.
Mhm.
And Santa he would have had them on their lap, right? And he saw my uncles. They were only fucking kids. They were like, ah, you know. But if you look at Santa's fucking fingers, they were fucking nicotine stains, you know.
Oh, they probably
They're
stunk too.
fucking
You're
like
supposed to wear the
smoking
gloves, but
fucking.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like when the kids in the Christmas Story climb up that big thing in the mall and they're waiting and waiting and waiting. Then they get up there and they're like, the little brother's like, ah! And he goes down the chute and then he's like, the elf's like, what do you want? And the thing's going like that in the hat. And he's like, stops himself halfway down the slide. And he goes, I want a something action, some Red Ryder BB gun. You know, it was a great movie. Anyway. Yeah, so I quit making her try to sit on Santa's lap. But the Easter Bunny, we're at the mall one time. It's Easter, and I'm trying to get her to sit on the Easter Bunny's lap. And she's not sure about it. She's like,
No, you're not.
so she's sitting there on the like planter, and there's plants behind her, and there's the Easter Bunny right over there on the chair, right? And she's looking at him, and she's looking at the Easter Bunny, and the Easter Bunny's looking at her, and the Easter Bunny waves. She's looking like, I don't know if I trust this thing. The huge bunny.
There's shit going on. I don't know where it's coming from.
He like came over and talked to her, sat down next to her, gave her some candy, and then she took his hand and they went over on this. This was in the paper, the local paper. They got a picture. I saved it for her. The local paper, like literally took a picture of her sitting on the Easter Bunny's lap. Okay, so she's petrified of Santa, that hairy man that's a stranger. Oh, a big furry bunny, that's okay, because it's not human, right? It's a rabbit.
That's a bunny.
She's not afraid of animals, right? Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
She'd sit on the Easter Bunny's lap. She want nothing to do with Santa. Nope.
Bunnies are Easter.
Yeah. Easter was Easter Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't want nothing to do with that fat old Santa though. But I got a great picture of her that
Not
used
even
over
with presents and stuff.
She just doesn't trust people. She doesn't know. She never has. She's always been like.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Cassie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's lovely. She's a lovely girl.
She didn't trust. She doesn't trust. Like my stepmother's like, she's such a sober child, and I'm like, Scorpio, and she doesn't trust anybody, especially men, because her father's an asshole and he's mean, and she's scared of men. So she doesn't trust men. She like it takes her a long time to trust people she doesn't know, and she sizes them up.
That's
and
unfortunate.
Great resting bitch face. I don't know where she gets that.
I know.
I hope she overcomes that because she's a very beautiful looking woman.
Mm-hmm.
She
I say that with respect.
She wanted to be a serial killer profile for the FBI. Trust me. This girl, she's Scorpio. She's okay.
Yeah, well, I hope she gets over that. We all have our hurdles.
She's just very like. It wasn't that she's all right. So she sizes people up. Like she's like always watching. She's always done this since she was a little tot, and she's just like.
I better be my best behavior when she's around then.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm just gonna watch you for a while.
I've noticed that.
Listen.
I've noticed that.
I hope I'm not a bad girl. When people do that,
she's like that. She's just like.
When I know when people are like sizing me up, I get nervous. I do because it's like the way I don't.
She can definitely make somebody.
I'm an extra large, so
yeah.
There you go.
It's like I want her to like me. I don't want
her sizing people up. I
now I know I'm gonna be nervous now. Shouldn't have said anything.
Some people have more discernment. Some people have more
always
discernment.
been like that though. Ever since she was little.
I'm back.
Cautious. My granddaughter, her little girl Scarlett, she's adorable. She reminds me of my son. She tells on herself. Like she can't lie. She can't keep a secret. Like I came downstairs today after I'd been upstairs for a while, and she's on the couch and she's got her arms behind the couch and she's like got this shit-eating grin on her face. Like
this is one of my recent photos of my daughter. So there we go.
Oh, look how cute she is.
Hold on.
She's like the same age as Scarlett, I think.
Oh, Angie, go ahead, Angie.
Wow.
She's seven.
All right,
That's
so
a little
Scarlett's like
cutie.
8. Scarlett just turned 8. So they're like the same age. They look very similar. Scarlett's hair's down to her butt, and it's like she's got that like my hair colored hair.
Yeah, she's 7 and a half.
Oh yeah.
It's quite long. So.
But she's like my son could not lie to me. As soon as he'd like see me and he'd done something wrong, he goes, "Mom, I did this."
Yeah, she's just.
He wouldn't even try to keep it a secret. He's just telling himself to get it over with.
She's my everything. So. Yeah.
She's what?
She's my everything.
Yeah. Kids should be your everything. That's the way it should be.
Oh yeah.
Because they're our future, really.
Well, yeah.
Angie, if you want, you can take sick and tired and just block him out of the chat.
Oh no, he's just being silly. He's not bothering me.
Yeah.
Which one? I missed that. I don't know.
He's telling a sarcastic satire of the story of the night before Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's like a rhyme. It's rhyming, isn't it?
I'm not taking it personal, and nobody else should. He's just being funny. He's just being funny.
I just letting Angie know she has that option. So if you get somebody come in that's offensive or rude to the host or the hostess, you can block them and kick them out.
Yep. I'm not a mod, so I can't. I don't hold that power. But
I've heard this part of the story before from Sick and Tired, from a different person.
Oh,
Anyway, we're supposed to be happy because it's the holidays.
If you're
And it's a
happy
hard
and you
time
know it,
for a lot
clap
of
your
people.
hand. If you're
when
I'm
happy,
is,
just gonna make the
when
best
is
of
the
it.
holidays anyway for you guys? When
I don't have
is
any money to buy anybody anything, but I'm gonna make the best of
if
it.
you're happy and you know it, clap your hand.
There you go, Tom.
There you go. What's when is Thanksgiving? I don't even know when it is.
It's the
It's the
24th. It's
24th.
always the last Thursday of the month of November.
Yes, Thursday's a weird day to have it, don't you think?
It's always
You have
on
to
the last Thursday
It's
of
always
the
the
month of
fourth
November.
Thursday
No,
of the
Fourth,
month.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, but I just
Which is
so on
usually
the
the last.
on the Friday. So do you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off then, or
Some people don't get Friday off. Some
that's
people
what I was
do.
thinking. Why is it a Thursday, not a?
I
Yeah.
don't know why they picked that day. I really don't. It's
Craig,
just
I'm
like,
hoping I get.
why
I'm
is
hoping I
Easter
get
always
Friday
on
off.
the whatever Sunday?
I know.
of-
Just me being an Englishman, not knowing. It's like, oh, why's
Yeah,
why's that?
I don't know why they did it that way, but some people get Thursdays or Fridays off, and some people don't.
I'm hoping I get
I know
Friday
that
off.
we did at work, and we had to trade. Like, I think we had to say, okay, we'll work on Columbus Day if we can get the day after Thanksgiving off paid.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping I
So
get Friday
it
off
just depends
because
on who you work for.
I've been invited. I haven't been anywhere for like 5 years. Thanksgiving,
Bloody hell.
except I've
Oh,
been
Colin.
invited.
Would you work from home, or do you work from home?
No. I'm just by myself. You know what I mean? But I just haven't been or gone anywhere. But I've been out of touch with an old buddy of mine for years,
Oh, yeah.
for about 3 or 4 years, and he texted me the other night, and he wants me to come to his house.
That's so
Uh,
cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
you gotta call me up
and
and
he's an
tell me all
old, he's an
about
old,
How far away is he?
he's about 30 miles. You
Oh,
know,
that's not bad. That's doable. Even
Yeah.
in snow.
That's
Yeah.
a day
and
trip.
he's an old buddy. I first, back in the year 2000, I met his son. His son's name was Jeremy, and I met Jeremy, and it was around a March time, and there was this pub that opened, and they were doing a St. Patrick's Day thing, and I went in there and played music, and Jeremy could play a bit too, so we went and played together.
Oh, that's cool.
But I didn't know his father could play, right? So
His father?
his father,
I'll be right back, Carla.
yeah,
Father.
his dad is, his dad's now like 60, so I'm talking like 20 years ago, 20 plus.
I'm not far from
And
home.
his dad came down, and his dad was fucking brilliant on the guitar, and he played. I played flute,
Nice.
vocals, and so we've been friends ever since. And then, unfortunately, in 2007, Jeremy lost his life. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, he was at a nightclub, and he got into he went home with the wrong people,
Oh,
and he got killed. And
Horrible.
so we lost Jeremy. So then his dad and I, then we struck a massive, massive friendship.
Oh,
But I haven't
damn.
but I haven't seen him in probably 3 years.
Does he have any other children?
He's got a daughter.
Does she go to his house for the holidays?
Yeah, and she got a son.
But you going there might help ease that a bit, about losing his child, his son.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
True.
He can
It's
find comfort in your company maybe a little bit,
Oh yeah, the memories there are amazing.
Yeah.
And I'll go there for Thanksgiving, and I'll crash that night as well.
Hey,
And
Trash, how you doing?
Jules will play music, we'll play
Brian.
guitar.
That's awesome. Music is like, I don't know, just music brings people together.
Yeah.
And it can emote whatever feelings you want the music to emote. So like it can bring back memories, it can make you feel happy, it can make you feel relaxed or sleepy. It just depends on what you're listening to and what it does for you. But music is great. Hey Mojo. Hi baby.
Hey, Mojo.
Hey Mojo.
So Colin,
Hey, Thrive.
that is
Hope
pretty
you
cool.
and your wife are doing well, hon.
Carla, I sent
Hey,
you the video. I sent you the video of Jeremy on Twitter. There's two of
oh
them.
shit! I gotta look at that. I forgot you did that. I forgot you said that to me.
Yeah.
I will look at it.
Where did
But
that
I'm
stink?
glad
I'm
that
gonna
you,
say goodnight, everybody. I'll catch you later.
all right,
Goodbye,
good
All
night,
right,
babe.
bye, Froggy. Have a good
Bye,
night,
dear.
hon. Don't be
But
upset
I'm so
about
glad that
commercialism. Make
you
the best
actually
of
took
Yeah,
some
I
more
think you
shows.
got a little bit.
Is
Yeah.
it for Thanksgiving and Christmas or just Thanksgiving?
Oh,
Yeah, Thanksgiving now in November.
For
You
sure.
know,
Okay.
we'll deal with we'll deal with
Cheers.
we'll deal with Christmas when it comes.
cheers,
You know.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Take care, my friend.
So when you're done,
you
Colin, you
leaving?
have to call me and let me know what happened because I want to hear all about it.
I
That
might
sounds
even. I'll
wonderful.
probably record it, Carla.
I hope so, and I hope you do some music there. And
We
there's
will.
so much to share with your
Yeah.
music, Colin, and people
Thank you.
really
Yeah.
enjoy what you share. You know, and you're such a great storyteller. When you
I'm just.
start telling
I'm
stories,
just
I love
I'm
when
just a simple folk
tell us.
singer. I'm just a
Well,
folk
and
singer.
that's what folk singing is telling a story. But the
Yeah.
Irish just have such a way of telling a story and bringing it to life in music. They just really do.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
They're natural
Not,
born storytellers and musicians, I think. But that's my opinion. Think of all
yeah.
the great musicians that have come out of Ireland. I'm just saying, it's just
There's a lot
it's
that can come
amazing.
out of Ireland. I'm not just
Ireland,
saying.
England, Scotland, Wales. There's a lot of great folk singers. Look at Ralph
Just
McTell.
there's
One of
so
my
many
favorites.
everywhere, but Ireland just seems to have there's something special about them that they just they have such a passion for storytelling and music, that life and what it means to them and what it's meant to their ancestors, and they just have a way of bringing that to life with the music. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
What do I know?
Everything. Yeah.
I feel so bad for Brian. He's feeling like shit, man.
Well, hopefully,
COVID sucks. It's so bad.
hopefully,
I know
hopefully the
I know
storm.
how he feels.
God
I
bless
had it.
Brian.
I know how he feels.
Hopefully, his storm is almost over. You know, I rode that thing twice.
Yeah, I've had it. I think twice as well, and I even had the the in the arm, and it didn't do any good. I still
Yeah.
got sick.
Exactly.
When
I
I
got
had
two
it,
shots and I got sick at the beginning of this year. The same
I
way
still
that
got
Thrash
sick.
did.
He's whatever. It's like the flu
It's
shot. It's only good for whatever flus they can predict
but I
that
had the
might
flu
hit.
shot and I
But
never
shit
got the flu. I
mutates
never got
and new stuff comes about. So
I never had any shots at all. You know, the sickest I ever was 22 years ago when I came to the United States for the second time. I got some type of flu,
oh,
and I mean, like I like to drink a beer, right? I mean, I was in my bed for like 3 4 days, total sleep, three
horrible,
four
right?
days. Yeah, and I'd never been sick like that ever in my life. I don't know what I got. You know, I was working in a hotel, the Hyatt Dulles, right beside Dulles International Airport. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
and Tom, Dick, and Harry coming through this and the other.
You're so subjected to so many germs working there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Anything you touch, a million other people have touched. It's just like
yeah.
going to the store if you think about it.
Let him in.
The baskets, hey, ghost.
Oh, Ghost,
Yeah.
what's up?
The doors,
Ghost?
the handles, the
Jeez.
bathrooms, the any product you pick up, somebody else that was sick that picked that up, looked at it and put it back.
Exactly, Jules.
You're touching money, or the machine that you punch your card number in, or anything. There's so many germs
White Claw.
everywhere in public. It's almost
Yeah.
impossible to completely keep yourself from it. Really, honestly. Even if you were to have groceries delivered, somebody touched those. Somebody
Yeah.
delivered them. Somebody packed them. You're just there's no 100% foolproof way to protect yourself from germs.
Yeah.
Right.
There really isn't. It's better to just try to build up an immunity to it. And if that means getting it, so be it, I mean, back in the day, they used to purposely expose children to chickenpox just so they could get it out of the way.
Mind that the mumps, chicken pox. Yeah,
Mumps
back-
is a little bit worse. Mumps, measles, and
Measles.
rubella.
I had the
They've got
mumps.
a great inoculation for that now. They even have one for chickenpox. They didn't have one when I was a kid. Even when Cassie and Zach were kids, they didn't have the chickenpox vaccination. That didn't come along till later. Paris got it.
Pink
She's never
eye.
had chickenpox.
Never had that.
Well,
Pink
Jules,
eye.
Jules, I mean, when I was young, Jules, in late going into the late 70s, I had the mumps, I had chicken
That's
pox, I had German measles.
Oh,
Yeah, I had them all.
that's
And
rubella.
so did everybody else. So did everybody else. It wasn't
It
just
sucks
me.
being sick, no matter how you look at it. And some
Yeah.
people fare through it better, some don't. Do
Yeah.
you know that I saw an interesting, it was what do you call it, documentary on the bubonic plague in England. And they completely stopped stuff from going into the town and stuff from going out. Because they figured out it was the rats that got into the grain that came from another town that spread it.
Went through the whole of Europe.
Yeah. And so many people died. It was devastating. But there was a family that was in the same town that didn't get sick, and they couldn't figure out what they did different. Well, recently they went and found descendants of those people that lived in England that survived the bubonic plague. And they tested their DNA, and they tested the DNA of the deceased because they got permission to exhume remains. And they found that they had a linked DNA genetics, a special gene that made them, for whatever reason, immune to the bubonic plague. It protected them from it. And they were like, oh, well, how do we get this so we can let everybody have it? Well, you can't. I mean, how do you do that? You give everybody an inoculation that will protect them from bubonic. It was a very fascinating documentary. But there were people buried here in in England that were descendants. There were people that were still living of the descendants of the people that lived in that town, and the people that survived the bubonic plague. They were direct descendants of those people, and that was like really bad. People, all they would do was just throw everything in a big pile and burn it.
Yeah,
you were lucky if you got buried.
Yeah, I remember my grandfather telling me, about the Spanish flu, in the early 1900s.
Oh yeah, that was big here in the United States. Absolutely.
Yeah, wiped out a lot of people all across Europe. But I mean him,
and here in the States. Yeah.
Yeah, I mind him telling me, he, one of his, I don't know if it was his uncle or it was his cousin or my grandfather's name was Cassidy. It's on my mother's side.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, it was either his cousin or his uncle, whatever his name was, Daniel. But he was a fiddle player, he played the fiddle. But he says Daniel, died with the Spanish flu, but they always had his fiddle hanging up on the wall, in the house, even after he passed away. But my grandfather was telling me every day there was fucking horse and carts going up the road, people getting buried.
You see that where they say bring out the dead on the, it was a movie, and it was Mel whatever his name, Mel Brooks, and they were like being sarcastic, funny, like, but literally that's where they got it, Colin. Like that was the literal scene of it. People would just bring out their dead. They'd get piled on a cart, and they'd take them to a big pit, and they'd burn them.
Who left?
Yeah.
And everything that they touched, wore, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's so sad. But they didn't know what else to do back then. They didn't have the technology. They didn't know.
Yeah, he just,
My grandmother actually had typhoid fever when she was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she died, but the person from the church, the leader of her congregation at church, knocked on the door and said, I need to be here. I need to give Eva a blessing. And the doctor said it's too late. She just passed, and he had pulled the blankets up over her head and face. She was just like 11, I think, maybe 13. And the pastor said, no, it's not her time. I was told by the Lord I need to be here and I need to bless her. So he anointed her and he blessed her with the oil and whatever, very religious thing. And laid his hands on her head and told her it wasn't her time and she needed to rise. And she sat up and she opened her eyes. And if she wasn't here, I wouldn't be here. It's a true story.
Jules, it's amazing. See the power of
or I wouldn't be here.
Power of the priesthood's amazing. You know, yeah, it's amazing. I've seen it myself.
Supposed to survive that, you know. My ex-mother-in-law had smallpox when she was a little girl.
Oh, well, that's all
crazy, right?
That was rough back in the day.
I don't know if I had chicken pox.
I had chicken pox when
I
was a baby.
I was a little kid.
I had it when I was a baby.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Colin.
Yeah, the scratching was bad for me too.
Colin is a monkey.
Made me itch more. It was worse, right? And then I tried to watch the fireworks, but every time I would try to lift my head, the scabs would break open and start bleeding. So I had to lay on the grass like this so I could look up and watch the fireworks. Because if I tried to do this, it would like, and then I'd start scratching them. And like, I wanted to go swimming. And my parents were gone. We had babysitters, and it was my stepmother's ex-husband and his wife, because, you know, we were a blended family. They were watching us, and I'm like, he was so cool. I loved my stepmother's ex-husband. He was awesome. He's like, they're swimming, and I'm like, I want to go, and I had calamine spots all over me, like pink calamine lotion spots everywhere.
Calamine lotion.
I want to go swimming. He goes, well, go swimming. I go, I'm not supposed to get in the water. He goes, I'm not going to tell nobody. Go get in the water and have fun, girl. I'm like, yes. I probably exposed everybody else to my cooties, but you know, that's what they did back then. It's like,
but that's my question. Wouldn't the chlorine kill like the virus, kind of? Wouldn't it?
Well, because enough chlorine will kill. They'll kill germs, and it will dry them up. But we were swimming in like a stream or something. It was like outside. It wasn't a swimming pool. He took us up in the like where there was a swimming hole, and all my brothers and sisters are in there. Splash, splash, having fun. They're looking at me and they're laughing. You can't go swimming. I'm like, oh, I go swimming. He's like, jump in, go have fun.
That's
I'm
wrong.
like, yes. I don't even think I had a swimsuit on because I wasn't supposed to get wet. And I just jumped in with my clothes. I didn't care. I was like, woo. That's fun.
I used to do a lot of swimming when I was younger as well. You know,
I love to swim. I'm
Just
not
did a-
a strong swimmer, but I sure love the water. I'm a water science. I love the
yeah, I was in a school team, you know, for the front crawl. You know,
Oh,
never got anywhere with it, like, you know what I mean? But I was always selected.
I would actually be scared if I was a lifeguard because I wouldn't know if I would be a strong enough swimmer to actually save somebody else, let alone my own sorry ass. So I've never been like a really strong swimmer. I can swim. I can float. I taught all of my kids how to swim, but I feel like I'm just not a strong enough swimmer. I probably could if adrenaline kicked in. But I don't know if I could actually like save another adult human being by pulling them in. I guess it would
That
depend.
takes a lot of energy, and a lot of know-how. You know, because if somebody's drowning in the water, they're going to panic and they're going to.
Yeah, they're supposed to get on their back and lay back, and you're supposed to put your arm around their, like under their arm.
Yeah, but when they're
relax, if they freak out, that makes it worse. So you tell them to lay back and like float, and you stick your arm
but you know what?
And you kind of like paddle them in. You know?
No, but you know what? If they're in that dire distress, there ain't no talking to them. You almost have to go in there and fucking.
Then you grab them by the hair and you say, "Shut up! I'm pulling you in."
You almost got to hit them with a
Caveman style.
Yes.
Totally
What
does.
happens if you don't have hair? What if you don't have
If you
hair?
don't have
Grab
hair,
'em.
then you grab them by the ears, Carla.
No, you almost have to go in there and hit them with a punch.
Or a beard, or the
And
nose,
I'm
or
gonna
whatever.
choke and get them out of the water. Ghost, you're sitting there, brother. Good to see you, Ghost, tonight.
Okay.
Cheers.
He got his shirt on. He just grabbed
Always
him
good
by
to
the
see
back
you,
of
Ghost.
the ears on the way
Oh,
back.
did Craig leave? I missed Craig.
Yeah,
sorry.
he
When
just
I was
kind
in
of
high
popped
school
out.
and
He
I
didn't say
took
anything.
swimming class, I took swimming class, and the the teacher
Doctor.
was trying to was trying to like show
Exactly,
them
Thrash. Exactly, Thrash.
a certain move for them to like do. Well, nobody understood it, but I did. So I said, I get what you're talking about. And she's like, well, show me. So I showed her. What it was is they wanted you to swim to one side of the pool and then turn your body around and push yourself off and swim the other direction.
That's what you did. Yeah.
I did that.
And somersault, and then you push yourself.
Yep. And no one else in the class did it. They couldn't understand what she was talking about. I said, let me show them. My uncle taught me to swim, and I love water. I love swimming in it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get mad at me when I get in a pool because I don't sit still to relax. This ain't.
She tried to drown me.
Hell yeah, I do.
Well, you would have made a good lifeguard, Carla.
I gotta see far away. I can't see far away. That's the only problem.
Maybe. Well, yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah, and glasses won't help for me to see far away because of my eyesight. But yeah, I tried to drown him.
Yeah.
You drowned Joel and James.
Yep.
My stepdad had a pool in his backyard. It was like 5 foot by 10 feet long all the way around. So he really couldn't drown anybody, but he threw his twin brothers in the pool.
I've never threw my kids in. I taught them how to swim to trust me so I could teach them. But
no, they know how to swim.
I taught them how to float first, and that means you need to trust me. Relax. Yeah. I got you.
That's how I learned.
Lay back on your back and breathe. Just look up at the sky and just breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your body be aboard, but don't be so stiff. Just let the water hold you, and it would. I said, I got you, and I have my hands under.
How he threw the twins in? It was. They already knew how to swim. They were like, age. What it was is that they were trying to throw each other in, so they pulled one of those drop your weight down things with each other. So Tom went over and went.
Wow.
It was funny.
No, listen. Do you know what? See what Thrash said? That's what I was trying to explain when we were chatting there now just a minute ago. Thrash, he kind of nailed it. He said a drowning man will take you out.
Yeah, you got to get them to relax. If they're not going to relax, you'll drown with them.
That's what I was trying to explain.
If they're flailing, you're going to be in trouble. You got to get them to relax.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Yep.
It's
and if you don't panic, there's a good chance they're not going to panic. It just depends, like your kids. Like if your kid cut themselves and they're bleeding, if you freak out, they're going to freak out more. So if you stay calm, they're gonna feed off your demeanor, and you got to stay calm, because if you don't, those kids are going to be like, as soon as they see blood, they're going to freak out. If you assess the situation, you're just like, come on, let's take care of this, and you stay calm. You got to stay calm.
Yep.
Cool, calm.
Yeah. You gotta be wise. You just can't go in there fucking thinking you're going to save the world. You gotta be wise.
If someone was like grabbing onto me and flailing and freaking out,
I'd
be like, look, we're both going down if you're going to do this. Let me help you. I'll help you. But you can't.
Oh, they're going to pull you down
like this. I got you. Just lay back and try to relax. And you put your arm on them here, and you use your other arm and your feet.
I got a story to tell you guys. We went swimming on my in-laws' boat. Tom was there. Was James?
I think so.
James was there, and Joel was there, and me and Tom's ex-girlfriend were in the water. These people, these dumbass motherfuckers, rented a pontoon. Didn't know how to drive the damn thing. Nothing. I'm in the water. His ex-girlfriend's in the water with me. They're backing up. Oh damn, she jumped out. But they're backing up, And what happened was, I almost got my legs cut off. When I heard that motor running, I turned my ass around. I swam so fucking far, all the way to the boat. I pushed his ex-girlfriend out of the way and jumped my ass on the boat. And here's the funny thing. You know what I held? Their mother, stepmother said, I don't want you guys losing my noodles inside the fucking water. Do not lose my noodles. Man, I held onto that noodle. You know, the rubber, it's like a foam rubber thing. A long foam rubber, like, tube, we'll call it. Yeah.
Oh, those pool noodles?
Yes, pool noodles. I held on to that sucker as I was swimming, because she didn't want me to lose it. And they were shocked that I held it. She's like, Carla, you didn't have to hold on to it. I'm like, well, you said for me to hold on to it. I could swim. And I swam so fast. I mean, people were yelling. I mean, I was this close to get my legs cut off or myself chopped up. Because they were not that far away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't. But I still remember that day because I could have lost my life.
Oh yeah, man. You got to be careful in the water. That's for sure. The sea has no postmortems. You know, it doesn't give any exceptions. You know, it's a mother nature. You know, it's the ocean. You know, you're powerless when you go in there. It's like being in space. I can imagine. You know, it's once you're in that water, you don't know what's below you. You don't know what's coming at you. You don't know what riptides are coming in or whatever. You just got to be very, very careful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm. Tom, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, Colin?
Yeah, doing good. Ghost, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well. Just happy
Awesome.
to be here.
Awesome, bro. Angie, sis, how you doing? Hanging in there. Hey, it's Saturday night, you know. Hey, you know what? Monday comes very quickly.
Good.
Monday comes quickly, so let's enjoy our beers tonight. That's what I say. Cheers.
Cheers.
Where did Jules go? Did Jules drop?
She said she'd be right back.
Oh, okay, cool. I
Hello,
don't, you know,
King of Beers.
oh, you know what's crazy? What's crazy, but it's great also is how our conversation just kind of goes like into so many different topics, you know. And I always enjoy that very much, you know. Like, who would have thought about swimming? Who brought up the topic of swimming? You know, or life saving, you know, or whatever. You know, but it's interesting and it's also valuable. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just my thoughts, you know. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, off tomorrow, gonna sleep well. Gotta do laundry. Monday morning. What's that?
Yeah, I was just saying I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. What is that tomorrow, everybody? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, anybody doing anything exciting tomorrow?
I got work tomorrow.
Oh, you working tomorrow?
Yep, I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, you're up. Oh, so you can at least you can sleep a little bit. Although it's, where are you at, Ghost?
I'm
What
in
state?
Georgia.
You're in Georgia, so you're what, East Coast time?
Yeah, it's 10:45 here.
Yeah, you're the same as me and Angie then, and probably Tom too, right, Tom? We're up on.
Right.
I'm in Northern Virginia, Angie's over in Maryland. Tom, you're Illinois, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're all in the same boat. So hey, mate, enjoy the beverages. It's Saturday night. You know, there's going to be some time in life. There's going to be some time in life where we're not all going to be here to be able to sit down and chat with one another. You know,
Right.
every boat sails. So you know, my thought in life now is just, you know, grasp it while it's there, enjoy it while it lasts. You know,
My thoughts exactly.
yeah, enjoy the company because, you know, it could be next week, it could be 6 months, it could be 10 years, but there's going to be a time that, you know, we're not all going to see each other anymore. So
Wait, what?
grasp it now while we have it.
You never know when you're.
Oh,
Yeah, and enjoy.
or something.
Yeah, enjoy each other's company. You know, now while it lasts. You know, that's just my thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Carla, what's going on with you?
No, I had to go put my kids to bed. Ouch. My foot hurts. Yeah, I had to put my kids to bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Jewel topped off. Maybe she'll come back. What happened to did you say Cody was in there?
No, Craig. I think he had to go to bed. I think it was like, what, 3 o'clock in the morning over there by him?
Oh yeah, he's 5 hours
5 hours ahead of us. Yeah.
ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what time it is over there. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. He's got to go to bed. He's probably going to get up and watch football matches tomorrow. Soccer games, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine.
Oh, Joel said she'll be right back because she put it in the private.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I didn't know that. What the hell?
You're ahead.
Jewel!
I'm way behind.
Oh. What did you see Cody tonight? I saw him in the chat. What happened to him?
I don't know what happened to Cody.
He probably wants it when we go private. I hope so, Thrash. I wonder that drink that you drank. I don't know if you heard me on your live, but the drink that you drank last night, you said was for the flu. Did that help you?
You know what we used to do years ago? We used to have this, I think it was called Benylin or something like that. But came in like little packets, like powder. And you used to buy this, hey, Kent, what's up, Kent? Right, Daddy. We used to like little packets of powder, right? This is old school. And we used to get this like brown soda. We called it brown lemonade, right?
Yeah.
But you heat it up, you know, you put it in like half a glass with a brown soda / lemonade. Then you put this it was actually Beecham's powders. That's what it was. You poured it in and you fucking drank it, right? You know, if you were sick, any type of flu or anything, I mean, you sweated your ass off.
Okay,
the whole night long. I mean, the gravy was running out of you. You were sweating like a wild boar.
I wonder if they still sell that.
Yeah, you know what, Carla? That's a thing. I don't think they do anymore.
Probably not.
I think they took it off the market.
What they do have is it's called vitamin C. It don't make you sweat or nothing, but when you're sick, I guess it's supposed to give you energy also. It's a vitamin C powder, and what you do, I think it's like 64 ounces. You pour water in it, and you pour that in it. It's like you do a shot of that, and it's supposed to like help you with when you're sick. I take that stuff plus vitamin C tablets and orange juice. And also Alka-Seltzer day and night, and I get rid of my cold within like 2 days.
Yeah, just keep drinking orange juice and stuff like that every other day. Vitamin C, whatever. Just keep pumping and D.
Oh yeah.
That's what I reckon. It served me well, you know. And
I use a bit of cannabis to make myself feel better whenever I'm sick.
What do you do?
I use cannabis to help myself.
Oh, you take a smoke.
Yeah, like a dab or something that gets me heated up, and then it makes me just sweat.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because if you take a big dab and everything, the THC will make you sweat. Will hit you so hard it makes you sweat, and it just like clears everything out of your system.
Kent, what up?
What's up, gang?
Hey, Ken.
How we doing?
Doing good, Kent. How are you? To see ya. Sure.
Boy, Colin, I gotta tell you, I'm tuckered the hell out.
Oh.
Thursday night, I cooked 22 racks of ribs.
Oh yeah.
Last night was 4 pork loin, and today was 34 turkeys at church this morning.
Wow.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. How many turkeys do you have to cook all together?
65 this year.
Wow.
So next a week from today, it will be an easy day. I only have to cook 20.
There's a Luciana.
So it's today was a butt whooping, to be honest with you.
Couple of beers and get a good sleep tonight. You got to go back at it tomorrow. Kent?
No, well, I am cooking tomorrow because I'm going to brine a turkey, and then I don't know if you guys heard of the turbo trusser. Well, here, let me grab it. Oh, shit. Oh.
Man.
Let me grab this thing. So what this is instead of using butcher twine, to tie up a bird, these guys, Brian Holinsky, they're right outside of Cleveland, came up with this.
Oh, I seen that. Who's doing that away? Was that
How does it fit? What do you do?
You hook the legs of the turkey in here. So this part goes up against the open cavity of the turkey, and you hook the legs in right here. And then there's 2 stainless steel hooks down here that go through these 2 little holes up here.
Uh-huh.
And then you hook the wings and you pull them back. And that's how you truss your bird.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, really easy directions on the back. 3 pictures.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is they got this opening in the middle, and it's rounded here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking it'll fit on my Weber rotisserie. So I'm going to use the turbo trusser on the rotisserie and on my Weber kettle to roast a bird.
You should do a video of that. That'd be interesting to see you use that item.
I am, and I know the guy who, the 2 guys that invented this, because back in the day they had something called smokestacks.
Hey,
and Hobo actually, about 5 years ago, had them on the hot seat 5 years ago for their smokestacks pans. It's the same guys. And these guys were on Shark Tank about in July. Because this one's for turkey. I got the other one for chicken sitting up here because they're different size.
Mm-hmm.
And I got these before the sharks got involved. So
Yeah.
Mr. Wonderful from Canada. I mean, it's all stainless steel, and it's I think I got mine for $14, and that included shipping.
Cool.
So we're gonna see how it works. We're gonna give it a try.
Yeah, you're going to do.
My question
I am
is,
officially taking the month of December off from cooking.
you need to. That's Brian.
I've done enough.
I don't
Well, I got to cook 20 birds next week. I got a daughter coming home who's a rib snob, and I got to make her rib.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Not much. Doing good.
You know what, Kent? After what you just said, the amount of cooking you've been doing, man, you deserve December off. That's
Well,
for sure.
You do.
the problem is I'm going to do an eye around like a prime rib. I'm taking that thing to 130 degrees, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Thrash.
no.
What?
Oh, yeah. Brian rocks. Hey, Brian, say hi to Brian. Oh, wait.
Brian, what's going on, bro? How you
Not
doing?
much. Not much. Just got a load of food out of the freeze dryer. Had to get it bagged up,
Yeah.
ready for
Good to-
storage.
Good to see you.
Hey, Joe.
Get one of those
Hey, I just got through
those things.
making some queso dip.
Woo!
I just need some sweet heat to put in it.
Hey,
Right.
you know what?
I know. I need that too.
Hey, I got a couple
Who you
coming,
got
Carla.
there?
Everyone. Excuse me. I had to clear my throat.
Yeah, Brian already ordered a couple. So,
Yeah, I didn't want to miss out this
Is
year.
there going to be any left over next month?
let's see. How many?
Please tell
I'm
me.
probably going to have about 50 to 55 bottles total.
Can you hold
So-
them for me? And I
So,
promise I'll
Kent,
order
how do we order them? If I want to order one tomorrow, how do I order it?
You can you can email me,
Okay.
or most of the stuff I do is PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App.
Right.
And like Brian did, he sent me a message and stuff, and I don't like putting that out there so much.
I got you.
But if you hit me up on Facebook Messenger or whatever, a private message, then I'll send it to you. That way, some idiot can't get a hold of it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, Carla, I will, hon. So it just so everybody knows, it does pack a punch.
Oh, I like that.
When you first taste it, you're gonna get a little sweet. With in fact, I gave a couple. We just got back from a birthday party for a buddy of mine. I gave him a couple bottles. And hey, good night, Thrash. Be good, buddy.
Hey,
Thrash.
feel better.
My Thrash.
Good
night,
night,
Thrash. Feel
Feel better.
Be better soon,
You also,
Thrash.
brother.
You're gonna get that little sweet hint at the front, and then you're gonna get a mild pepper flavor. Because there's 18 different peppers in this, going from bells, red, yellow, green, orange bells, and that's what you're gonna get up front is the sweet with the kind of the pepper flavor, the bell pepper flavor, and then after that, it's going to creep up on you. So you use it very sparingly at first until you get used to it. This was originally for like wings.
Jules.
Jules.
You know what, Kent?
Just what I
love,
like, Jules.
Kent, I love that
Froze like that?
when you describe the heat. I love when you say it. Go easy because it creeps up on you. That's that's the type of spice that I like. you
Yeah,
know?
it'll tingle your throat a little, but it's not like eating a Pocky chip. It's not going to kill you.
None of Uncle Steve's stuff is gonna eat is like eating a pocket chip. That's what
All right,
I'm
Carla.
saying. Even none of it is.
Say, does anybody want Carla? Sorry, Brian's address?
I do.
Did
You can message to me a message.
Carla, give Kent my credentials because and then we can do
Resend it.
because I would like the
I'm not
if
saying nothing because you got mine too. So I'm just
get a bottle left, I'd like to order it, but Carla, we gotta we'll do third party thing because I'm not on Facebook or Messenger or anything.
Just send me text your address to me again, and I'll send it to
Yeah, do that. Since
Ken.
Colin's being anti-social media.
I used to have Facebook years ago. I just now have Twitter. If you have Twitter, I'll get you on there.
I think I do. I don't know. I don't use Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, actually, I do. I am on Twitter, but I don't use it very much.
Hey, Grumpus.
Oh, my buddy. Hey.
Give me a second.
Oh, Bill, it's not that bad. Come on now, dude.
Long time no see, Grumpus.
I will say this. I will hopefully be seeing Grumpus again in February.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to Texas.
Yep, I'm going. I'm actually staying this time. I'm flying solo this time. Mama's not going along, so I am actually going to. Oh, Grumpus, you got the different version though last year. The first batch I sent out last year, I forgot to add the brown sugar and honey powder to it. So they got sweat heat, not sweet heat.
Woohoo! I guess so.
But
Grumpus, I emailed you.
okay, which email, Carla?
Hi, Brian.
I sent an email to Grumpus.
Oh, to Grumpus. Okay.
Yeah.
For the
I
panel.
know the last two times I've been down to Texas, I've had the pleasure of hanging out with Grumpus.
Oh,
I actually told I forget. I was on a couple lives last night, but I had to tell the Grumpus story of when we went to Goodson's Cafe. And now, mind you, I'm 6'5", 300 plus. Okay, Grumpus is nowhere near that big. And we went to Goodson's Cafe. CJ, Chris from Bottle Cap Barbecue, my wife, Uncle Steve, we went there.
Nice.
And we all get most of us get the chicken fried steak. And Goodson's has been voted best chicken fried steak in Texas a couple times.
I remember this story, but go ahead.
So we all get it on a regular dinner plate. Okay? Except for Grumpus. He gets the large. This thing comes out on a big oval platter. And he destroys 90% of this chicken fried steak on both sides. I eat the regular chicken fried steak, and I'm ready to be shoved out of there by CJ and Uncle Steve in a wheelbarrow. That man has a hollow leg or something.
I'm envisioning the great outdoors when, when he eats that big steak that, like he's a,
Grumpus, I've grown since I've seen you last also. I know because my doctor yelled at me last week.
Ooh.
That's why the big guy is going on a diet.
That would be hard when you grill like that all the time and you just always have it right there. It's like,
well, you know what?
Eat that. That's got to be just.
I cooked 34 turkeys today and took 2 bites just to see how moist the breast meat was in a couple of them. And I mean, literally bites. And that's the thing that sucks is you know how much I barbecue with competition and everything. And I don't eat while I'm cooking. I rarely eat after I cook.
Yeah.
So if I had my way, I would have sushi every Saturday night after a competition.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, because all I do during competitions, like check the ribs, I'll take a bite of a rib, one bite, just to see how tender it is.
Yeah.
You
gotta
know,
do that. Being a cook,
I
you gotta do
don't
that.
I do that. Yeah.
I don't eat when I'm cooking, and I'm still gaining weight.
At Christmas and Thanksgiving, I'm in the kitchen
No,
all
'cause I
day
emailed
and
you.
I'm tasting what I'm cooking to make sure everything's on point. And by the time it's time to cook, serve dinner and everybody's sitting down and eating, I'm looking at it going, nope.
You don't want to eat it.
No, I'm tired of looking at it, smelling it, seeing it, tasting it. I don't want nothing to do with it at that point. I'm like, I'm good. You guys enjoy. I'll sit here with you, but I can't.
I'll have a dinner roll with butter. You know.
Yeah.
I usually eat the shrimp cocktail.
The shrimp.
That my dad used
Any
to make.
shrimp or anything, I'll eat them. But no, I'm the same as you guys. What you're just explaining.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't
Yeah.
stand sushi. I don't like sushi at all.
Yummy.
We have Tokyo.
My daughter
Hot
loves
raw
it.
stuff.
So I'll get hibachi while she gets the sushi, and I'm like, you enjoy because I'm not doing it. Nope.
I love a good poke bowl.
Oh yeah, we have a Tokyo
Yeah,
Japanese steakhouse here,
Night, Joe.
and my God, they have some of the best sushi ever.
Yeah,
With a
I'm
little
not a
wasabi and Gary on the side, and you put enough on that your nose starts.
I hate wasabi.
That's
like a horseradish to me. I don't like.
No.
Do not like horseradish either.
Hey, you know what? And I can tell you one thing. Friday morning, we had a shop-wide COVID test when we walked in. Because anybody that couldn't smell the barbecue I cooked in the shop Thursday night had to go home.
Oh, wow.
I should.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi, Samantha. How you doing?
Hi, honey.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Samantha.
Yeah. I can't. It's like after tasting it all day, I'm just like, yeah, it's good. It's on point.
Especially if you're having a beer as well, you know what I mean? It just nulls your appetite. You know?
Yeah, if I drink, yeah, that's true. Because I've had stomach surgery, so when you have that, you either drink or you eat, and you can't eat a whole lot. So
shit,
I mean, that like took. I lived in Vegas. Let me tell you, after having that surgery, going to I used to go to the what do you call it? The bar, the buffet at the local Native American casinos we had.
Oh, Jesus.
In Northern California. It was like a waste of money for me. I used to get in on the child's price by flashing my card that they gave me at the hospital. I'm like, I can't eat like a full plate of food. I just can't. But it's torture. It's cruel. It's mean. I can't. Like, you go to these buffets and you want to eat all this great stuff, especially the steak and like the seafood and fried rib.
I miss those buffets.
You know, but then you're like, okay, a bite here, a bite there, and you're like, you're done. And you're like, you feel guilty for wasting all this food because you can't take it with you. And you're like, damn, but it was so good.
Take you some baggies in your purse.
Yeah, well, I used to do that, Brian. I actually used to take my napkin. I'd ask for I'd go to the dessert thing and I'd be like, there's a cookie. There's a cookie. Yep. And I'd roll it up in the napkin. I'd throw it in my purse. I'd be like, but I couldn't. It like takes the fun out of buffets. Like, you ever have that surgery? It's like, it's not happening because as soon as you have a few drinks or you have even one drink, you're full and you don't want to eat.
Do you know what happened to me one time? I love Indian food, like tandoori and curries, all that type of stuff. There was one time I went to this Indian buffet. It was about probably 7-8 years ago, and I chowed down on the buffet. This and the other, I'd been there a few times before, but I don't know what happened. but something happened to my stomach. I don't know whether it was a bacteria or whatever got into my stomach. But I always remember, in bed at night, and my stomach was going.
Oh, the tummy rumble is fun.
Yeah, but that went on for months. Like, it wasn't like a 2-day, 3-day thing. You get the shits on the toilet. It wasn't like that. It just went on for months and months. I think, and then I went to the doctor eventually, I had no insurance at that time. Went to the doctor eventually, when the job I was working on, my insurance kicked in. And he gave me an antibiotic. And then, it cleared it up, but there was something, I think I got probably like I said, a bacteria, but it was probably like a worm or something.
Oh, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good.
You know what you had? I bet anything. You had a damn tapeworm.
Yeah,
That could
probably.
be.
Yeah, because I mind at
Never
night,
know.
lying in my bed.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, they can really mess with your intestines and your digestive system.
Yeah, it was
It's not a
horrible.
good thing.
Thank God now it doesn't exist. It's done. But I've never went back. Obviously, never went back to that place ever again. To eat. You know what I mean? I don't want to go through that again. But it was pretty rough.
I remember Roy one time was eating at a buffet for lunch one day, and he messaged me. He goes, "I don't know what I ate, but I think I was allergic to it." I go, "Why?" He goes, "My throat's itching, my mouth itches, and I'm starting to swell." Oh, that's not good. So he comes home from work early. He walks through the front door, and I look up at him, and his lips were like, he looked like a clown.
What did he eat, Jules?
He ate a lot of things. It was a buffet.
Probably a seafood allergy.
Yeah, and he's never had, as far as I know, a seafood allergy. I don't know what it was though.
I have a buddy who got allergic to seafood at the age of 48.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I don't know what he ate, but he ended up having to go to the hospital. I took one look at him. His eyes were all, and his face was like.
Hey, Brian, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Like, good God, man.
Okay.
He didn't even look like himself. I go to the hospital now. You need a shot. You need some Benadryl, something, whatever.
That's scary.
It's like my throat's closing up. Go to the hospital. Bye.
That shit can kill you. People love to go into these fucking, and I love them, don't get me wrong, these Chinese buffets.
Sam, how are you, beautiful?
Chinese buffets. The food sits there too long and it's not hot.
But even before they prepare it, do you think the guys are fucking, if the chicken smells fucking foul, you think they're throwing it in the trash? No, they're just rolling it under the water tap, chopping it up.
No, and those dumbasses are going over there to eat it.
It sits there way too long, in my opinion.
Mussels, clams, what they serve up, it looks great, but you know what? You're playing Russian roulette.
Yeah, it sits out there too long, and if it's not hot enough or cold enough, it's gonna make a bacteria.
Yeah, it's that bacterial danger zone between 40 degrees and 135 degrees. That will tear you apart.
Oh
yeah. Okay, you guys remember something crazy?
And
I went to a hibachi grill. Okay, and I love sushi. Now, the place where they had the sushi sitting, it was a questionable spot because they had it sitting on like a tray thing, right? Then they had the so-called ice underneath it, but the lamp was like this much on top of the sushi.
Right.
When I picked it up and put it on my plate and took it over to my area, the sushi was kind of warm. I did eat one, but I didn't
never eat it. Nope.
But my husband was like, that doesn't look right because our original place that we go to, it was a hibachi grill. They actually had it where the lamp was like, I would say about 20 inches high, but it was sitting on ice and the sushi was cold.
Okay,
This place had it like this.
here's the deal. Why do you have ice underneath and heat lamp above it? Okay.
Well,
Okay. Hey, we're talking. Hey, we're talking.
They
I
should
don't know
stick it in a different area where it's just nothing but ice.
But
And no
here's the deal.
I don't know if it's a heat lamp or what the fuck.
You got climate change.
The sushi was warm.
No, you have an
It has to
oxymoron.
stay cold.
You have.
Yeah.
You're talking jumbo shrimp, honest politician. Okay.
You're gonna get food poisoning, man.
It don't work together. Sushi is supposed to be cold. Fine. Then keep the ice bed underneath it. Perfect. But
I
you
don't
know,
know if they did not know what they were doing. That's the thing.
Obviously.
I don't know. My original place I used to go.
Well, they just put
it was ice.
everything
Their
together
sushi was
'cause
ice cold. They
not
had lights, which is regular old lights. That's what it was.
okay, so regular lights to show it, not heat lamps to heat it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was. But
Okay,
they were
okay.
warm. It,
But still, it can get
if
warm
it's-
enough.
if-
was
where
so
it
close to the
might-
lamp.
if they have lights within
and what's next to it, you know?
If they have lights within 18 inches above the food, you're still going to get heat from it. I don't care how much ice
Yes,
is underneath.
exactly.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
because anytime you got a light,
Yeah.
like a light bulb, that's a heat source. I don't.
The
yeah.
the
That's
place
what I'm
the
saying.
place
They didn't have
we
a
go,
chart. Normal.
you get your sashimi or your sushi.
Right.
They have 3 guys back there that make it to order.
Yes.
And when you pick it up, it is. I mean, it is damn near
Fresh as-
frozen. It's so cold, and it's
Yeah.
like
The
that's the way
original
it needs
place I
to be.
went to, our original place we went to,
Yeah,
did that. Like
that's
every time we went
different.
up there, a whole tray is gone. Another guy, I walked up there, another guy's putting a new tray on there. You know, he was like, this guy was like back to back with the stuff. But the other place I went to, it didn't look right. Just how they had it set up just didn't look right. It just didn't. Of how they had it, because there was nobody behind the counter. Because the other place, they were behind a counter. At the original place I went to, they're behind the counter, so they were always back there putting new stuff up and stuff like that. So they were always working. This other place was not doing that. They had it against the wall. Nobody was over there all the time. It wasn't right.
Yeah, my approach these days, is if in doubt, throw it out.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't even eat this.
If out, throw it out. No point taking a chance. Yeah, we're not fucking teenagers anymore.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Stop going there.
Angie!
Oh, what is that? What is that?
Tito's.
What's that? Is that a
Here's
rum?
what I got.
No, Tito's vodka from Texas.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I took a break off from my sobriety tonight, so I'm just having some screwdrivers, just for funsies.
James Pavia from Aim 'em and Claim 'em kind of got me hooked on the Tito's when we were down in
I'll have to try that.
down at the cool thing about Tito's is if you're a dog lover,
I am.
you need to buy Tito's.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
am
here's
too,
why.
But I don't have
Um,
my dog.
proceeds from each bottle sold goes to help canine rescues.
Oh, then I have to get Tito's from
And
now on.
my last 2 dogs, Colin, you might remember Jack.
Yeah.
My little Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, yay.
I know Jules remembers him. He was he was a pound puppy, and then my current security guard, we call him 4 pounds of fury. That's my little Mexican Chihuahua.
Chihuahua! That's what I have.
Jesus, this little fart, let me tell you.
I mean, those talking about the Jack Russells before, Kent, because my grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kid, I can tell you this right here. My youngest. Oh, let me
Grumpus, I sent you the link in email.
Come on, Grumpus. We're waiting on you.
Grumpus.
I don't
What
know
you
if you
got?
can
Kent's
see
waiting on
what's
you.
in the bottom corner of that bag.
Yeah, I can see. I can see.
Yeah.
That's one of Jack's teeth
Oh.
because um God, we had that dog for quite a long time, and he was my youngest son's little buddy, you know.
Yep.
And when we had to put him down, we actually had a necklace made for Chad that had one of Jack's teeth in it.
Oh.
And then he thought it got stolen at school because a bunch of the football team's lockers were broken into while they were at practice.
Mm-hmm.
He comes home and he goes, Dad, funny, Alex, funny.
Alex.
Hey, Alex.
He said, Dad, somebody stole my jack chain, is what he calls it. His jack chain.
Oh.
He's like, is there any way we can get another one made so I can remember Jack? He's got Jack's collar hanging in his room and everything, and
Oh.
That's awesome.
Man.
so this tooth has been hanging here for a year now in a little snack-sized baggie with what's the fucking stupid snowman thing from Frozen? Olaf?
Olaf, yeah.
Okay, an Olaf bag, and for some reason I put the tack right through Olaf's face. Sorry, Olaf, but
Thank you, Dad.
he was all worried and he wanted me to have another chain made for him. But then it turns out he found it. Thank God.
Oh, thank God for that.
Well, here's the funny
Hey,
thing.
Tracy, man.
Here's the funny thing about this dog. You know, he's not a big dog, and he killed a skunk in my backyard. Now I live on
Oh
the very
no.
outskirts of town. Now listen, hold on.
Who's Jack Russell? They can go at it, that's for sure.
Okay, he was a little ham loaf with legs. He's a fat little. He would never be in one of them little Jack Russell races you see, where they dive through the bales. He can't do that because he put bales foot and a half apart and he gets stuck. Okay, he's a portly little guy, but he's lovable. Killed the skunk in our backyard. Now, mind you, I have 6 foot tall chain link fence all around my house in the backyard. Not a spot big enough for me to get my fist through. But I guarantee you that skunk weighed 8 pounds. He killed that son of a bitch and never got sprayed.
Wow.
It fell down. That skunk was climbing up the neighbor's tree with the limbs hang over our fence. And he fell off out of the tree and the dog got him.
Wow.
Now, back this up. Let's see. Chad, yeah, he's 16 now. So back it up 10 years ago. There's one day we're sitting out here and it's early April, beautiful day out. And all of a sudden I hear this wee, wee, wee out of the backyard. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I go out there and this little Jack Russell Terrier has a rabbit by its throat. By the time I heard the rabbit scream and I got out there, the rabbit's dead.
Yeah.
I was standing over like, look what I did, you know, because that's what they're.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Chad
Great dog.
hears it. He's 6 years old at the time. And Chad hears it. And so does his mother. So they come running out of the house and they're like, what happened? What happened? And I just looked at him and I said, your dog just killed the Easter bunny. Because this is swear to God,
Alex.
2 weeks before Easter. Okay. So I get rid of the rabbit, you know. The following weekend, we go up to where we had our place up at the lakes and we stop at this Quick Trip or whatever. And that morning they're actually having an Easter egg hunt at the park across the street. Now I know the manager of the store, and she's running one of the checkouts. And she goes, "Hey, buddy, are you going to the Easter egg hunt?" And he just bows his head down and he goes, "No." And she says, "Well, why not?" "My dog killed the Easter bunny last week." And my wife and I bust out laughing. And Jen, the gal who manages the store, she just looks at me and glares at me. And my wife and I are in tears.
What do you make, Jules?
What are you making?
Hey, don't be dirtying up your daughter's kitchen, woman.
I'm the one that cleans this kitchen, so you just hush your mouth, Mr. Kent.
Ooh,
I
like the sass.
I am making a beef soup out of
Hey, beautiful.
hot roast and some wild rice and
Hey, Alex.
leftovers. I can't chew because I have a really bad tooth right here, and I don't have any teeth on the top. On
Hell, it
the
sounds
sides
good.
too. So I have one chewing tooth left on the top. I have one molar left on top, and the one below it is all infected or something. It's like all swollen around it, the gum. I need to go get it fixed. I just can't do it right yet. So I am making a soup that I can actually eat because I could not eat this wonderful, beautiful, amazing pot roast Cassie made for dinner. So I'm going to eat some, but I have to make a soup out of it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to mute. Y'all you can watch me and laugh or whatever. And, yay.
Hey, Jules.
We'll watch you and drool. How's that?
Hey, Colin?
Yeah.
We need to start a GoFundMe for Jules.
Uh-huh.
We're going to get her false teeth for Christmas.
Yep. False teeth in a pint glass. Yeah, Kent, I'm with you, bro.
You all right with that, Jules?
In the pint glass.
Well, hells yeah.
Hey,
How are you doing, Sam?
I'm good.
Hey, Alex. What about
I'm
you?
all right. I'm hanging in there.
Bill, goddamn, stop it. That's not what I meant. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Did he just say wink, wink, nuts, nuts?
Grumpus. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge.
It's like nuts, nuts. Sorry.
It sounded like nuts too.
I don't know where
Grumpus.
mind's
Oh,
at.
that's terrible.
I thought he was just called Grumpus.
Oh my God!
Who's born?
Hey, he's being honest. He's being real. Leave the man alone.
I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing. That's all.
I love it. I love it.
Crazy. Oh, good.
That's my kind of sense of humor.
Right?
I'm telling y'all, if you ever get the chance to get to Texas, look that man up. He will have you laughing the night away. He has got a sense of humor on him, let me tell you.
Grumpus is great.
I think.
I want to visit every state and visit all my YouTube friends.
Me too. I just want to visit every state, because it's interesting to go to their capital, for instance, and learn about their state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I've been too long in Virginia.
I just want to party with my YouTube friends.
True.
I've been
But don't
I've been
if I
too
get that-
long in
I get
Virginia.
that party bus.
The way things are going, I gotta either head to Florida or Texas or Arizona.
Wait till I pick you up, Colin.
No, stay the hell away from Arizona.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, Colin, you're a Florida or Texas kind of guy. You know what? If I could bolt out of here tomorrow, I would be about halfway between Houston and Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get in that corridor right there, if you could draw a triangle and intersect it at the middle between Houston, Austin, and San Antonio, that'd be the spot to be.
Yeah, the times are a changing, and yeah,
Brian, you're bad.
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Oh,
You know, already made a few big moves. You know.
Hey, Skinner.
Skinner, what up, bro? Good to see you, Skinner.
My grandfather was really happy. That's terrible.
What's up, Josh?
What's up, Kent?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fantabulous, Kent. Colin, Sam, and
good to see you, Skinner.
Top corner. You don't get to call me Skinner. You know better than that.
Hi, Josh.
How you doing, Josh?
Hello, ladies.
Josh, that's too bad because Angie still calls me Daddy. I kind of.
You can call me with me, Kent. You can call me late for supper.
Well. So Angie, no, you got to call him Kent from now on.
Colin, you might
Every time I call him Ken, he says, "No, call me Daddy." I'm like, "Oh God."
Colin, don't be raining on my damn parade. I'll fucking hold on your ass. You sons of a bitch. Colin, I thought we were friends.
We are.
Right. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be
friends?
Well, she's gonna call him Brother. She call me baby.
Friends.
Son of a bitch. I get one person on YouTube that calls me Daddy, and you want to fucking ruin it for me. Thanks a fuck a lot.
All right.
I'm good. I don't know how I got so lucky to be able to do that because I hear nobody's allowed to do that.
No males are allowed to do that, Angie.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh man,
that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
I'm kidding.
Jules used to, but not anymore. She's done with Daddy.
She calls him Dutch now.
Right.
No.
So Sam, how you been doing?
Good. Yeah. Busy.
Glad.
But good. Yeah. Thank you.
Samantha, how you settling in? You settling in good?
Yeah, it's I got a few more things I still gotta do, but yeah, it's rolling along. Happy.
Yeah, moving's the worst thing in the world. I've moved so many times, it's so, and I know a lot of you guys have too. But yeah, moving's the worst in the world. Like I still have stuff in boxes, that
I
don't know
had a
when
doctor's appointment the other day. My blood pressure was elevated, and I had lost 30 pounds from June.
Did they put you on medicine?
Huh?
Did they put you on medicine? Did they put you on medicine for the blood pressure?
No, he just told me to try and cut out stress and such and whatever. So
yeah, well, you know what?
Exactly. Cut out your stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing that. Yeah.
I got blood pressure problems as well, and I take medicine every day for it. Every day. But yeah, right, Kent. Yeah.
Hey, Colin, I got one tip for you on that.
Yeah, bro.
Not the blood pressure, the rent thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep paying your rent, you don't have to move as often. I'm just throwing that out
there. Hi. Ken, I'm moving to either Florida or Texas, but on your word and a lot of my research, I'm going west. I'm going west like our ancestors went before us, and I'm going there.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Crazy Ann.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
I'm doing good.
I wasn't sure
Yeah,
about
but,
going up.
hey, Samantha, you as a lady, don't let the doctor mess you around with blood pressure, because especially in ladies, blood pressure, and ladies also, heart disease is a silent killer, more so than what with men. So just don't give it an inch. If you got to get another doctor, go to another doctor.
Oh yeah, I'm going back in a week. He said he wants me to follow up, and we're gonna check it again. I'm sure it'll be fine. But it literally probably was from the move and all the stress and everything. And
I would not doubt that one bit.
yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
just not natural for me, and I'm sure I'll be fine. So yeah.
Serge, I love Serge. Serge's comment. I love boxes. And I don't, you know what? I got a funny feeling he's not talking about moving. I'm just throwing that.
Yeah. I saw that too, and I was like, oh yeah.
Kent, I'm reading on that now, and I'm seeing between the lines. I agree with you, Kent. I don't think he is. Crazy Ann, how you doing?
I just got it. It took me a little bit, but I just got it.
Give me a minute, I'll see. I'm doing something.
I just popped open this
It
BlackBerry.
takes me too long. It's like 10 minutes later after the joke. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
Don't worry about it. I'm a saying something.
Angie,
cheers, Wild Turkey.
Angie,
Uh-huh.
I'm liking you more and more every minute.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Got the old Gene Simmons going on. It's okay.
That's awesome.
Right?
Oh,
Funny.
I need to refresh my drink.
Top her up.
It's a little low right now.
Oh, I can tell right there.
I got another one here.
I can
I literally just opened this White Claw, so.
Well, cheers, Ghost. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Cheers.
Salute. Slancha. Nostrovia.
Cheers. Cheers.
Manulu. Ghost.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat, Carla, so that I'm a good admin.
Wait, that's goodbye.
Anybody ever deep fry a turkey?
Oh yeah, my dad has. It's pretty good.
I've heard a lot about it. It's a long gone conversation, but I've never ever did.
It's good.
Tried it. I would like to try it.
I'm too afraid. I'm afraid that I'll set my everything like on fire, ablaze. I did it one time when I was making French fries, and oh shit, sorry.
You know those fish frying pots, Colin?
The turkey frying pots.
Yeah, the turkey frying pots or the fish frying pots or whatever.
Yeah,
and you slowly dip it in there.
Wait.
How long your breast will cook with the oil, and then it's done.
Slowly dip it in there. Are we still talking about turkeys or stuffing boxes?
I'm talking about stuffing turkeys.
Hey, I'm just asking. I muted myself. I was talking to my son. I just trying to catch
We were talking about deep frying turkeys. I don't know how to do one in general. I think I think I pretty much got the basic. You just get one of those fish frying pots and then just fill it with oil and then.
Okay, hold on. You've never deep fried a turkey, right?
Right.
Okay. Here's the first thing, like you said, get a fish fryer, the tall pot. The taller, the better. The first thing you need to do is take your turkey, put it in the pot. It can still be in the bag. Okay, just make sure it's thawed. And then fill that pot with water first. Okay? With the turkey in there. Pull the turkey out, and wherever that water level is at, you make a mark. Okay? Dump the water out, dry it out good. Into that mark is where you put your oil. Okay? Now, when you lower your turkey down in there, do it very, very slowly. And you will have enough oil once the bird is in there to cover that bird by about an inch. Doesn't matter, turkey, chicken, whatever you're doing, use the same method. So if you have a 15-pound bird, you cover it by an inch with water, you pull the bird out. After the water calms down, you mark the edge of the pot. Okay, that way you know you're not going to overflow your pot. Okay, you're not going to start a fire, anything like that. Right. Do it outside, do it on concrete. I've seen people do it on a porch and lose half their house because they're stupid. Or they put down cardboard so it doesn't stain anything. Do not do that. Do it on concrete, outdoors.
Yeah.
But after you lower that bird back down, the oil will be an inch above the bird and cook it correctly and safely. Also, have a temp gauge. When you buy the big, I know Walmart around here sells them. They got the burner base.
Don't forget a fire extinguisher just in case, though.
And the long temp gauge that goes in the oil. Don't let that oil go above 350 or you're not going to like your bird.
How long, you know, I guess depending on the pound, how many pounds the bird weighs, but how long does it usually take? They actually
3 minutes a pound at 375 to deep fry a bird.
Right.
So if you have a 15-pound bird, drop it in there, you set a timer for 45 minutes. You pull it out, you put it in a pan, cover it with foil, let it set 15 minutes minimum, up to 45 minutes. And then you'll be able to carve that bird or pull the meat from it, whatever you want to do. Okay? Because to be honest with you, the only meat you're going to carve off of any bird is the breast. The rest you're going to pull.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure that bird is, you cannot use enough paper towels to dry that bird off before you put it in oil.
Use a hair dryer.
No.
I'm out there.
If you do, put it on the cool setting, not the high setting.
Okay.
I've probably deep fried north of 50 to 75 birds in my life, and I've seen too many garages because they tried. I'm out in my garage right now. I've seen too many fucking people burn down their garage or their patio or their deck, whatever.
Imagine that. That's crazy. That's
and
crazy.
And the other thing is, once that bird goes in the oil, you better have your cooler right next to you because you are not going to leave it.
Oh, no, yeah.
You don't walk away. You don't go anywhere. You babysit that son of a bitch because if something happens, you're going to need to be on top of it in a fire extinguisher or two.
That's what Joel said. No,
Not a bit.
Make sure you have the fire department on hold.
I mean, don't be scared of it. If you do it right, there's minimal. You'll catch a turkey on fire in your oven just as quick as you will.
Night, Cody.
Night, Cody.
Good night, Cody.
See you, bud.
Night, Cody.
Night, Cody.
So don't. Yeah, I mean, who was it? Was it T. Roy Cooks? Did Troy have one out
more
there?
safer of cooking the bird in. It's like cooking a bird in my oven than doing it on, like that. Me doing it personally, I think I'd feel better.
Good night, Brian.
Brian.
I
know that. I said that, Brian. But
night, Brian.
Isn't the same way
Night,
as
Jim Bob. Not Marianne.
Night, Brian. Night, Tom. Night, Joanne.
But
Night, Joe.
if you have a question on it, get a hold of me. I mean,
no, I'm just asking like comparisons. Is it like what's more scary on cooking the oven, a full chicken or a full bird?
isn't a chicken a bird?
Yeah, that's true.
You said a full chicken or a full bird?
Well, turkey.
Specify.
They both got wings. They both. Well, turkeys can't fly.
Turkey's a bird. Pigeon's a bird. Barn swallow's a bird. What kind of bird, Carla? A chicken or a bird? Which one?
She said, "Is it scarier to cook a full chicken or a full turkey in the oven?"
Thank you.
She said bird.
But then she said she meant a turkey.
Yeah, I know. I'm picking on Carla.
I know.
I would, I have no problem doing birds in the oven. I have no problem doing them on the smoker. I have no problem doing them rotisserie or smoking them.
Well, the question is, you said that you're okay. Like the turkey is able still to catch fire in your oven as it is to catch fire in the oil.
You're gonna have a grease. You can have a grease fire anywhere if you're not careful. That was my point.
But I think I would trust it with me cooking it. I would trust it in the oven better than doing it.
You know, if you were cooking it, I would trust Uber.
That's why I have him do it.
Damn.
I got Joel do it. But I can cook chicken in the oven. Easy, but he's got the bird. He's got the turkey.
So yeah, the safe way to do it is put your bird in the pot, cover it with water, so it's an inch above. Mark that spot, and for the love of God, mark that. Okay, the pot you're normally going to have is an aluminum pot. So
well, we got a metal one. We actually got one of those old-time turkey pots. We put aluminum foil on
the thing. Use an awl or the sharp edge of a flat screwdriver to mark the water line. Okay. Do not use a goddamn Sharpie. All right.
I never did that.
Trust me. I had a buddy use a Sharpie and it didn't turn out very well. So make it's actually a scratch where after you pull the bird out, where you need to put your oil back in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that way you cover the bird, and you're going to get a nice even cook. 3 minutes a pound, you're going to be done.
Yeah,
I love deep fried birds. The only problem is, you'll see people take a compound butter and put it underneath between the skin and the meat.
he does that.
You can't do that with a deep fried bird because
that's fucking flamethrower.
You're asking for trouble.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you got all the feathers
deep
out.
fried bird. It is dry rub only, and it's a minimal dry rub, and then you season it at the end. And if you really want at the end, that's where you make your compound butter, heat it up on a double boiler, and drizzle it over the bird.
Yeah.
He does it. Joel does injections too, like with the needle and everything. He does injections with butter and everything, and then he'll take a brush and brush it over the skin.
Carla, that's called shooting heroin.
Well, the bird's shooting butter heroin.
Okay.
Because it comes on
Well,
juicy.
I saw something on YouTube where this guy was deep frying a turkey and he used a butter injection inside the turkey and he deep fried it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no,
along
he don't
with,
deep
along with putting dry rub on it.
Is
Did it catch on fire?
right there.
Ghost, did it catch on fire?
You ever brine a turkey?
No.
No.
Brine turkey, it actually turns out really moist, guys.
Oh yeah,
brine turkey.
Brine it overnight.
If you have the way to do it, okay, if you have the time to do it, I should say. I'm actually waiting for a lot of the brines I use for the brines and injections I use for competition. I use LC Barbecue, Lucky Charms out of Bandera, Texas.
Yeah.
But then I actually ordered this week the Cosmos turkey brine because it is actually the only turkey brine on the market that is made to dissolve in cold water and not hot water. Because most injections, you have to, or injections or brines, you have to mix it with hot water, cool it down before you can brine or inject your bird. Okay? I'm waiting for that. The other option is a oxymoron, what they call dry brining. So you're going to take your turkey in this case, put it on a wire rack in a pan, and you're gonna cover that bird in salt.
Yeah, that's what I do with my steaks.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but it's gonna be like twice as long. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, hey Marcel, how are you, sweetheart?
Hey Marcel.
Hey Marcel.
There's a Texas gal right there.
Hello.
Marcel, how you doing?
And then you'll of course with the dry brine you have to rinse the bird. You have to get it good and dry. That will work also. So, there's 50 ways to cook a turkey. You just got to find out which way you like.
Yeah.
And that only comes by trying them.
When I first tried dry brining a steak, and I cooked it, oh man, that was the most tender, choice grade ribeye steak that I ever had.
Oh, good stuff.
I tell you what, and like I said, dry brine's an oxymoron because a brine means basically a brine is basically marinating and in liquid. That's what a brine is. It's a salt sugar combination in liquid. So is there really such a thing as a dry brine? No, there's really not. You're just salting it overnight. Is all you're doing. That's what a dry brine is salt and maybe a couple seasonings overnight.
Ken, what do you think of that style of cooking that people are doing nowadays? And they have it like they have the meat or the chicken, whatever, the poultry, and it's like vacuum sealed, and then they drop it in
what was that?
The boiling water.
You mean sous vide?
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Sous vide, a lot of restaurants, you won't know it, but a lot of restaurants will sous vide because what you have is you have a protein in a vacuum seal bag. Okay. I got to tell you, the best steak I ever had in Florida was sous vide at 122 degrees for 8 hours. Okay. And the nice thing about sous vide, you can never overcook with sous vide because
I had a machine.
little heater, the immersion circulator, it will never get over 122 degrees in there.
No.
So you're basically what you're doing is you're almost pasteurizing that steak. You could have ate it direct out of the sous vide, but not had any sear or color on it.
Yeah, it looks awful.
So yeah, it looks awful. You're right.
Yeah.
But
Sounds good, Jason.
The thing about sous vide is what it does. It cooks top to bottom all the way through to 122 degrees. Now you pull your vacuum seal bag out, you cut it open, you can season the meat and throw it on the grill and get your grill marks, your char marks, whatever, and take it up to, rare, medium well. If you go past that, we can't be friends anyway.
Yeah. Well, pretty much.
I mean, it is phenomenal because, especially if you dry brine it before you put it in, that salt is just going to penetrate that meat that much farther in the sous vide. I mean, sous vide is a great thing to do if you have the time. I know people that have sous vide chickens. Okay, they'll put it in there 12 hours, 135 degrees. They'll come out, they'll season it, and smoke it. It's amazing. It really is. The great thing about sous vide, like I said, is you can't overcook with it unless you fuck up and set the temperature wrong.
Right.
I had a machine.
The hard thing about sous vide when it comes to poultry is it's really, really difficult to get an edible skin with sous vide because you'll be chewing on a rubber band.
For real?
Oh yeah,
that's the best part of it. On the skin.
Oh, geez, the turkeys I cooked today, I cooked them at 375, and I mean it was almost like eating roasted chicken. Let me tell you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So,
yeah, that's my favorite part.
Oh yeah, Wild Turkey saying, yeah, deep fried pork. Oh, don't even get me started on that. That's amazing. But he says he always brines his birds before he fries them, which is great, as long as you pat them dry. Water and oil don't mix at 350 degrees. You're going to get spat on, spit at, every other thing. Yeah. Fire, and a lot of people will tell you, once you get your oil up to temp, you cut the burner off while you're putting your bird in, which is, safety-wise, is smart. But if you lower that bird in slowly and watch, it's like pan frying, shallow frying chicken in a cast iron pan. You put too much at once, it's going to boil or bubble over. You're going to have fire. If you lower a bird into the oil slowly, you're going to be fine. If you dump it in all at once, you're going to lose your house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Alex, you want the link? I'll
Alex, where? What up, Alex?
I'll send it to him.
Alex, Jason Cleveland, what's up, brother? Grumpus.
Whoa, Jason's in here?
Yeah, he's in there.
Crazy devil. I didn't see him sneak in. What the hell's
yeah,
there he is.
Yeah, Jason Cleveland, he's floating. Surge, Grumpus, of course.
I got a good deal on a pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and my dad made like some Italian herb chicken with it.
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
I use those quite a bit on vending events, and I'll throw them in a 2.5 gallon freezer bag and put about 3 bottles of teriyaki in there.
Search.
And let them
Search.
Yeah.
Well, I'm laughing at what Sage is saying. He's like,
Yeah,
"Why
me
is this
too.
now a cooking show? What's going on?"
Yeah, I'm laughing at her.
Well,
But,
hey, to be honest, it says Happy Thanksgiving. And unless you're a vegan that only eats pumpkin pie, guess what? Turkey is
If
part
you're
of
a
it.
vegan, I'm not changing my background. Sorry, I like my turkey.
Ghost, I love those chicken thighs, and you mentioned the Italian, was it Italian herbs you mentioned? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I love those. Yeah, I love experimenting with stuff like that.
And stuffing.
Yeah, I think my dad put like olives, some feta cheese, and like some Italian herb dressing with some seasoning on it.
See, I was with you on the cheese. I was thinking like a provolone.
Kent, you know what?
Grill that up and let that provolone melt and make a sandwich, a little lettuce and tomato on the bottom, a little mayo sauce on top, and just go to town.
Kent, when I used to be with my ex-wife years ago, she was from Bolivia.
Hey, you could have just said crazy. It's okay. Colin, I've been crazy twice.
Oh, I hear you, brother. But what she used to do, was really cool and was really delicious. I've tried to repeat it, but I can never do it like what she did. But she used to get the chicken and she used to marinate it in mustard, right?
Right.
And ketchup. But not too much. Not too much ketchup, not too much mustard. Just, a conservative application, so to speak. Usually just let it marinate, and then she used to cook it up, and oh my gosh, it sounds crazy, but I guess it was just a simple way of South American cooking, what they do, and then served up with
JB,
either fried potatoes or a bit of rice or whatever. And wow, it was always amazing. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
JB. Yeah,
That
and
would be an interesting combination. I have never tried that.
Yeah. Mustard and ketchup, yeah.
I would think the mustard would be a little more predominant than the.
Kent, I would have never. Kent, in my Irish days growing up, and my time coming to America, and when I was a young lad, I would have never even dreamed of it.
Colin, I'm telling you, I've used mustard as a binder on many things, but never mustard and ketchup on a chicken.
Yeah, it's a South American thing. Yeah. Crazy but true. And you know what? See, when it's marinated, then obviously you cook it off. You take the mustard and the ketchup out of your brain because it's delicious.
Well, and I've seen and have done pork ribs, pork butt, brisket, both with no brine, a mustard slather, a Worcester slather, any liquid to get your rub to stick to the meat. I've never heard of ketchup being introduced that way as a slather. God, you just gave me an idea.
Yeah, try it. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Let it up.
I'm now thinking about doing about 6 different racks of ribs with like 6 different binders.
Yeah, and you know what? I share this from my experience in South America.
I really wonder how ketchup would be a binder on ribs.
Yeah, well, yeah, give it a go. But
shit, I got 30 racks of ribs sitting in the freezer. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give one of them a go.
You know, I've heard, like I said, Worcester, Mayo.
But Kent, I can't. I would say do it on the chicken. I wouldn't promote it for ribs because I've never tried it on ribs. But
neither have I. But what the hell?
Yeah.
Like I said, I got
funny, JB.
I got 30 racks in there. I could do one with no binder, one with basically dry brine, and then 4 other ways. Why not? If it's good, give Colin full credit tomorrow. Well, I'm not cooking them tonight.
Grumpus, I swear to God, Grumpus.
Happy Thanksgiving, JB.
Grumpus, I learned this from my South American wife and her mother, who had great hands. She had blessed hands, you know, like you guys.
Yeah, you overslept Thanksgiving.
Blessed hands, and you know, preparing food. But give it a shot. Give it a shot. You know, stick some of that mustard in there, ketchup in there, rub it up in the Ziploc bag, stick it in the fridge for a night or whatever, and then cook it the next day. Yeah, give it a shot.
Colin, goddamn you really got me thinking about this ketchup mustard binder idea.
Yeah, mix it up. Yeah.
You fucking people are making me hungry.
Grumpus.
Assholes. Making me hungry.
Yeah.
Kent, no, give it a shot, Kent. See what you think. JV, what's up, JV? Serge. Crazy.
It doesn't help. We got her cooking.
Oh, there's our Jew.
You guys, come on. You guys got to know better than this. Jules is just cooking for attention. It's what she does.
Yep. A beautiful woman behind a pot.
Jules, save me a bowl.
Hey, Jules, if you want more views, just wear the apron.
Wow.
It's got to be hot in the kitchen. Get rid of the rest of that crap.
Jules, save me a bowl. I'm coming tomorrow.
We're all coming tomorrow.
Can't hear you, Jules.
Glow in the dark.
Hey, JV, what's up, brother? Great to see you, JV.
Oh.
Great show on Wednesday, JV.
Hey, Jules, do not double dip.
JV, check your messenger. Sent you the link.
All right,
This is my family, and we all have the same fucking germs. And besides, this is so fucking scalding hot, it would kill any germs. So watch me double
Right?
dip.
You got the
I'm gonna do it again.
She does the point.
What?
Oh, she's gonna do it again.
Oh yeah.
She does got a good point.
Oh, there I did it again.
Fine.
Oh, call the ambulance.
Hey Jules, you know how many times I've tasted my food on a live stream and put my spoon back in my damn pot?
I'm not
I'm
recording.
waiting for somebody.
It's okay. Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm just
right,
saying,
Grumpus.
it kills it. It kills the germs
Boil,
as you
toil and rub. Yeah.
Well, you know, here's the funny thing about it. You know, me barbecuing all the time, I wear gloves. Okay. And then the one time you make a video and you're not wearing gloves,
Yeah, everybody's like,
it is. You know, I just washed my damn hands.
Yeah, they shit themselves. They shit
And
themselves.
okay, it's like,
Wash
chill
my
out,
hands
people.
and wash
I'm
your
not
crack and
feeding
bleed.
you this food. This is for my family. They know how
That's
to cook. They're okay with it. So
Yeah.
you fucking better be too.
exactly. That's how I
And that's why I thought I'd give Jules a hard time about double dipping. You know, it's just, you know,
Got something you can double dip,
if
baby.
people
Guys,
knew,
I'm heading on off.
Ha
Good night, everybody.
Ah! Speechless.
If people knew 95 or even 90% of what happened behind the wall of a kitchen they can't see in a restaurant, they'd be like,
Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah.
Ain't going back.
I've watched, Kitchen Nightmares plenty of times. I get it.
Well, and you guys, my profession is pest control, so I see a lot of stuff too. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you do, because you're the exterminator and you go into the kitchens to kill the critters.
Oh my gosh!
Like, okay,
I will never forget the time, and I'm not going to say the name of the joint I worked at, but it was in Florida, in the St. Pete area, and it was kind of a local rival to Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
And one time somebody's like, yeah, this order's to go grab a paper bag. And I pulled it out and about 20 cockroaches fell on the floor.
That's
crazy. They had
like
50 paper bags sitting up there.
I don't
and
need
I'm like, you want me to put food in that bag? They're like, yeah, they're not in there. It's fine. I'm like, y'all nuts.
I hear you, Kent. Sometimes I actually feel bad. If I'm doing a commercial job, I'll go into a kitchen, and I'm in the kitchen and I see fucking cockroaches just running all over the place, and then I go out in the dining room, and no fault to the people that are in there, having a meal, their shirt and ties, probably business fucking meetings, whatever's going on. And I'm looking at them and they're sitting there and it's probably a delicious meal that they're having. But I've just come out of the place or the vicinity where it's been prepared. I've seen what's running around and I look and I go, oh my gosh, I feel bad. You know what I mean?
And I'll say one thing about this restaurant. It was the only time I saw cockroaches. I said there's probably 50 paper bags sitting on that shelf, and I was in that kitchen. Shit, I can't tell you how many times. And it's the only time I saw something. A cockroach.
No.
Never saw an ant, a mouse, anything like that in that kitchen. They were just hanging out up in the
tamales.
Tamales, corn.
My tamales. Sorry, Ken. Go ahead.
Jules, I'm definitely coming tomorrow, Jules. I'll definitely be over there.
Pollo.
Jules, can you save me a dish? I'm coming tomorrow.
I gotta make some more because there's only 3 left. My goodness.
Terry, what's up, buddy?
Kent, that's crazy. Some of the worst experiences I have is walking in the houses or restaurants, and before you get your notes for the job, what you're what you have to tackle. The worst thing is when you open that fucking door and they're dropping on top of you. That's when you get a problem.
Okay, Grumpus. No, I'm not telling the pickle story.
No, tell.
No, not the pickle story. No.
Grumpus, come up, Grumpus, come up.
Yeah, Grumpus, you come on up. Hey guys, I got to bow out of here. I got to be a good boy. I have to be manning my station very early tomorrow morning. So, and plus Terry's here, and Carla's got the limit of 1 Iowan per chat, so I better get up.
Kent, always great to see you, brother.
You too, Colin.
Yeah, bro.
Good night, Kyle. Kent.
Yeah.
Good night, Kent.
Good night, Kent.
Good night,
Daddy.
Have a great night. I'm gonna go get some beauty sleep, even though I know it's not gonna help.
Kent, I've been trying for the last 5 years. It's not working.
Year. Mine's been longer though.
My beauty sleep. I don't know.
Years.
All right, you kids behave.
All right, brother.
Good night, Kent.
Good night,
Double,
Ken.
double
Good
check, heathen.
Good night, Ken.
Good night,
Right,
Ken.
y'all.
Hey, Madwood. What's up, Madwood? Good to see you. A long time.
Terry,
Long
I have
time,
not seen
Madwood.
you in front. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen Madwood in ages. Hey,
Right?
Madwood.
You remember Terry?
Just needs
Edward
a
used to,
little.
I think he's probably on your Facebook page.
Oh, that's my favorite hot sauce, Jules. I'm definitely coming. Hallelujah.
You're
Oh.
welcome anytime, call.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Back for a long time though, because you won't want to leave.
Yeah, I might not come back.
I'll fatten you right up. You'd be like, okay, I need some new clothes.
Okay, what we doing here, sorry, Angie on the mind. Jules.
I'm here still. I had to go back to the fridge.
I have a question.
Soup. What's up?
Okay, what do you like better? Do you like the gas stove or that looks good?
I prefer a gas. I hate this. I hate these.
Thank you.
This is my daughter's. This annoys the hell out of me. And look at
I don't
this.
like those either.
Yeah, I don't. No. Give me a good old fashioned gas stove.
Exactly.
You can still
Easier
cook
to
if the
handle.
power goes out. You just need a lighter.
Exactly. That you can't cook on.
Hells yeah. Oh, this is.
And that's what I got. I got my own gas stove, so I'm happy.
I can't.
This is really good soup.
Coming
For a hodgepodge of a little of this, a little of that, a lot of leftovers.
Oh yeah, throw whatever you can in there.
I put wild rice that I made. Wild rice. It was like a pilaf I made.
Yeah.
Wild rice and brown rice mixed. Lundberg Farms rice. That was really good stuff. And then I put leftover green beans. I put some carrots that needed to be used up. I put a potato. I put an onion. And I put some leftover roast beef from dinner. I used an au jus because she doesn't have any beef bouillon. So the au jus worked just fine. You just got to add a little more water.
Yeah.
And less salt because au jus is very salty.
Oh, they're fucking.
I added some frozen tomatoes that she had frozen because she had too many.
I wish this was smell-o-vision, right?
Oh, it smells so good. I put some celery in there and herbs, and it smells.
So basically, it's like a stew soup.
It's a soup. It's like a vegetable beef soup with wild rice in it. So it's hearty because it doesn't have a lot of beef in it because there wasn't a lot of beef left. I didn't want to use all of it in the soup. I wanted to save her some for tomorrow because she'll probably want some.
So it's like
I didn't use the tomatoes or carrots from that either, so she could eat that up. I put a fresh, carrot and fresh potato in here and onion and celery. But I used just a little bit of the beef, and then I used the beef fat from the roast beef just to give it more flavor.
Yeah.
And then I'll just pick that out and throw it out or give it to the dogs. They're sitting here begging as I speak. And it's just delicious. It's really good. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Needs more black pepper. I can't get that pepper grinder to work, so it's pissing me off.
Sounds amazing.
We just reloaded it and it doesn't want to work.
Hey, Carla, I sent you a message.
I know. I saw. My phone was doing an update, but I saw the private
Soy
chat.
sauce.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yummy.
I love you
It's
guys.
out of
I'm
Worcester.
sorry. I got a headache. I'm gonna have to go.
See you, Ange. Yeah.
Love you guys.
Feel better.
Happy
I
Saturday
need
night.
to
Thanks, Carla. This was fun.
Yeah.
Love you, girl.
Bye, guys.
Oh, sweet dreams,
Right.
Carla and everybody.
Good night. God bless. Good night. God bless you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Thanks for showing us your cooking.
Oh, I need to record more. I just do this on a whim, and then I'm like, everybody's like, why aren't you recording that? Yeah, Daddy Dutch, you know what? As long as it's not coming out somebody's ass, gas is just fine with me.
Right.
Hey, Terry, how you doing, Madwood Barbecue?
I'll see you guys next time.
Night, everybody.
But Jules, what you could do is just pull your phone out. You don't have to show yourself. You can just show what you're doing. Because I do that sometimes. I don't do
You
myself.
know
I
what?
just show the cooking.
I just did the laptop because you guys were up already, and I'm just standing back doing my thing. I did use the phone last time I did the video content for my channel.
Yeah.
And there's more to come. I was supposed to make cookies for the kids today, and I didn't get to it because I was hurting really bad today. But I needed to eat something, and I wanted something healthy and homemade, and I couldn't eat the roast beef in big chunks because of my tooth.
Yeah.
And I couldn't eat, anything really crunchy or hard because I have a bad tooth. So I made soup.
Oh, I know that feeling. Looks
good. Doesn't that look good? And it smells really good. And then they'll have something to eat tomorrow, so she won't have to cook.
Yeah.
Helps her out too.
Yeah. And she'll be happy about that.
My mouth is watering.
Oh, Marcel, hi, hon. I love you, girl. I use your channel a lot to get ideas because you have such great videos. I really admire your content. You do such a great job, Marcel. Yeah. That's a little fish in the kitchen, by the way, people. And if you're not subbed to her, you should be because she is a magnificent cook.
I've been subbed to her for a while.
Oh yeah, she is a magnificent cook, and she's been a big inspiration to me to get my channel going. So love her.
Well, it's good to see you doing it.
Yeah,
Patrick, Patty Joe, cooking. Patty Joe. He's in Australia. I love that guy. Grumpus hangs out on her channel. Charlotte.
Charlotte, I know who she is.
Charlotte's awesome. She's such a hoot. I love her.
I haven't been on her
channel. More like homeschooling and family stuff,
She goes so late, so it's like fuck. When she goes, I'm like in bed.
Well, she doesn't sleep much, and some of us don't.
Yeah, I know.
Charlotte's cool.
And
yep, she is. She's cool beans. Love Charlotte. She's hysterical. She makes me laugh. Anybody that makes me laugh, I'm like, I'm there.
Right?
Yeah, she's a good. She's a good girl. She's a good lady.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yep. I'm just gonna let this simmer. I put a little bit of sugar in it to help blend the herbs and take away, any.
Now, does that
like they were canned tomatoes? So when you use canned tomatoes, it gets that kind of tinny taste. Canned tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste. If you're using a can of anything and it's got like a tinny taste, put a little sprinkle of sugar in there, just like a teaspoon.
Any type of tomato stuff I use, like with spaghetti or like soups or anything, I throw a little bit of sugar in there.
Yep, brown sugar, white sugar, doesn't matter.
It helps with acid reflux too, because Joel's got real bad acid reflux. I got it.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, omeprazole works really good for that.
Sugar in there
every day. Yeah.
And don't forget to take
omeprazole every day.
I've done that.
It's like Nexium, basically. That's what it is. One a day, man. It works. So, yeah. So maybe when I, cooking this tonight, I won't have to do much tomorrow, or she won't either, and she can help me record a video for my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild turkey. I am too, and I couldn't eat. Like my tooth is a bad deal, man. And I need to eat something because I am hungry. I can't live off beer alone. I try sometimes. It's really not good.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I love to cook.
I do too, but it's like for me, it's harder because Joel will eat my food, but the kids don't. And it's like Joseph wants very bland food, and I'm like, I can't do bland.
See, that's my grandkids, and I like spicy. I like Mexican food. I'm a huge fan of Mexican food. So
I used to use a lot.
I have to be careful because the grandkids won't eat if it's too spicy.
I can't do it anymore because Joel can't handle spicy no more. So it's like now I got it 10 times harder.
You know what? Start getting them omeprazole at Walmart. Don't get the Nexium. Get the generic for it. And a 2-week supply is like $8, I think $7. If he takes it every day, it will coat his stomach and because I'm not supposed to take Tylenol or ibuprofen or anything like that. And I have to because I'm in so much pain, and they took away my the only thing that worked for me, and that was my Vicodin. And then they gave me gabapentin, but everything upsets my stomach because I've had a stomach surgery. So I have to be really careful. And they're like, oh, well, we're not going to give you back your Vicodin. We'll just give you another pill to counteract the pills you're taking. Mm-hmm. So instead of taking the pill, the Dexalent that they wanted me to take, which was like $200 a month, I couldn't afford it. And so I just said, you know what? Omeprazole, I'll take that. Prilosec works like quick, but it's short acting. The Nexium or the omeprazole, it stays in your system 24 hours. But you got to take it every day consistently. I take it.
So what's the generic for Nexium? Because I get
it's omeprazole, OMEPRAZOLE. I might say on here.
Yeah, because I get wicked heartburn.
Yeah, do you see how it says that on there? And it'll say it on the box at Walmart. Colin, it'll say generic for Nexium. See it where it says esomeprazole, magnesium.
Yeah.
It says esomeprazole. They just call it omeprazole.
Okay, yeah, Joel's got
some of
that.
the packages, some of the esomeprazole. It's delayed, so like it stays in your system 24 hours. You gotta take it every day at like the same time.
I'm taking shit right now. Doesn't even work.
But it does work for me. And what's that? What is it? I can't see. Acid. Hold it still. Read it to me. Acid controller. What's in it? What does it say? It's Walgreens. Is it omeprazole?
Is there what's the ingredients in it, Colin? Can you see it?
Because that might be like the other one.
It's got 2 chopped carrots, half a stick of celery.
Stop it.
No.
Tell me what it really says.
You know, I can't see.
What does it say on the front? Acid. It says acid reducer controller. Hold it real still. Try to get it to focus, like a little bit closer to the camera, up more. Right there, hold still. Yeah, that's not like the Prilosec or the Nexium. There's another one that one's like, and it's not the same. Try to get so like if you need something fast acting, and you can take both at the same time because my daughter has to, my youngest. So you can take Prilosec, it works, but it only works for about 6 hours. But it's 8. So you can take it a couple times a day. You're supposed to take it a half hour before you eat. That's Prilosec, and there is generic for that as well.
Right there.
And I'm not a doctor, by the way. Let's
big pot all the way to the left. See it all the way to the left.
Dr. Shivago.
Big round.
Omeprazole, esomeprazole. That's the generic for Nexium. That's a 24-hour one.
Yeah, I'll show you what I take from my stomach. Give me a second.
And I take it every day, man. I have to.
Yeah, Jules.
Is it Dexalent?
I'm making sure there's no address on here.
I take gabapentin surge. I take it every day, and I can only take it 3 times a day. But that's the only thing I have for pain. And plus I take, I'm bad, 3 ibuprofen.
Emperzole,
every
3 milligrams.
Emperzole, that's what I take for my stomach. That's
Jules.
Huh?
Ibuprofen every day just to get through my job, and it's awful. It's going to kill my liver.
Yeah, I know. My liver's already shot. All the beer I drink, plus 2 of these and 3 of these every 8 hours. Yeah, but if I don't take it, I can't get out of bed. Like literally, I can't.
Yeah, Jules, I couldn't do my job.
And then I have to take my gabapentin.
I couldn't do my job if I didn't take the ibuprofen I'm taking, but I'm taking like 1,600 milligrams a day.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
can take up to, you know what? Let me tell you something. You know what my dentist told me, Colin? If you take 2 Tylenol, 3 ibuprofen, or Tylenol is basically, this is generic, it's acetaminophen. So if you take 2 Tylenol, 3 ibuprofen at the same time, it has almost the same effect as codeine. So instead of just taking one or the other, if you take them both together,
Dorito.
You have to take these every 8 hours, no sooner. These can be every 6 hours, but it's better if you're just going to do it together. I don't do antacids, Dorito. I take the omeprazole. That's not technically, like, it's not Tums, it's not Rolaids. Tums and Rolaids, they don't help. They're like a quick, I burped. It hurts, and then like 5 minutes later you're right back to, oh my god, so yeah, I know I couldn't do that. Baking soda and water works. Dorito is correct. If you put about a teaspoon of baking soda in a cup of water, it does work for acid reflux, and it'll make it, you'll feel it bubbling, and then all of a sudden you'll let out this big
just like arms and hammer.
It does work, but again, you have to be careful with that too, Dorito, because that's basically salted. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a form of sodium.
Yeah, my grandfather
That's
died.
pretty much what they put in these, by the way.
My grandfather died with bladder cancer, you know.
Yeah.
And
I'll probably just freaking straight up lose my.
you know, Dorito, baking soda, and a glass of water. Yeah, I'll give that a shot, Dorito, because I'm taking too many of these fucking over-the-counter generic pills, Dorito. You know, for heartburn. You know, and it's kind of hereditary. You know, my grandfather always had bad heartburn, and I kind of got it too. I kind of, you know, it's hereditary. So yeah, I'll take a chance on that, Dorito. Baking soda. I never knew about it. I knew of it, but I never knew about you could actually take it. They maybe quell. You know,
It tastes like shit. It tastes like salty water.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
But baking soda and water just work, and I had a hard time getting my Roy to take that. Got desperate enough one time he did it, and he goes, "Wow, that really works."
Hey Dorito, I sent you the link in
But it's temporary.
Instagram.
Sir. Yeah.
It's still early.
Jules, your soup looked absolutely nutritious.
It is tasty. It is tasty, and it's homemade, and it's all natural. I love the wild rice in there because I love wild rice, and it's good in soups. You know.
That's what keeps man alive. You know, man and woman.
Hot,
man and woman, obviously.
On a cold winter day, and we're getting rain, so.
Hey Jules,
Or
I had a
snow
question.
tonight. I mean,
This might be dumb. What is the difference between fried rice and wild rice?
Wild rice is brown or sometimes like a dark blue, and it's the way they grow it. It's tougher. It takes longer to cook, but it has like more of a bite or a chew to it.
Okay.
It's more like, you know how noodles can be al dente.
Yeah.
A little chewy. Wild rice has more body to it, more flavor. I'll show you. Hang on.
I gotta get
That's good though. I'm trying to get a good bite so I can show you guys. I can't chew much right now, and the carrots are still a little bit chewy. I'm trying to get some in there. Yeah. So yeah, it's very healthy. Let me show you. Oh, I'm dripping on my daughter's laptop. She's gonna kill me.
Put a napkin underneath it.
I got my hand.
Okay. Good one, Colin. That looks freaking
Rose.
God.
Rose here. I'm dripping. Oh, that is hot. Ooh.
Well, it's out of the pan.
Carla, you said that was a good one? You said
hot. But really good.
From the depth of society. All right. No, it looks awesome. Looks absolutely.
It's not longer to cook wild rice or brown rice.
I need glasses.
Oh. Good stuff, huh? Are we private or are we?
No, we're still live.
Damn, I got 15 likes. There
To the world?
14 people
Got your
watching.
white rice, jasmine rice. There's long grain and short grain. Short grain is what they use to make sushi wrap. It's real sticky. Long grain.
I love the smell of jasmine rice.
Jasmine's really good. Jasmine rice is really good.
Rumpus!
This is a wild rice blend.
Rumpus!
Yeah.
So there's brown rice. See these
I'm
long
just here for the
ones?
soup.
That's the wild rice. Hi, Grumpus.
Hey, Jules, put your hand back a little bit more towards you.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm getting rice everywhere.
Okay, towards you more. There you go, right there. That's good.
That's a wild rice blend. And my husband used to work for this. Roy used to work for this place.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a big farm. It's all natural. They're natural. They grow rice. There are all kinds of different kinds of rice. and they're in Oroville, California.
Okay.
And he used to work with him. We used to get all kinds of free rice, man. This is expensive. A bag like this is probably $12. This big, maybe more.
Yeah.
The smaller bags are like $6 or $8. So yeah, it's not.
Inflation's going through the roof. Everything's
But it takes longer to cook, Carla.
It does.
That's your answer, but it's a little healthier for you, and it's got some bite to it because it's not processed usually.
Okay.
You know, you got your white rices that are processed.
I don't eat.
They lose some of the nutritional value along the way, but
my kids eat that stuff because they love it, but I don't. Well, Jack still eat white rice, fried rice, brown rice, he'll eat rice. My oldest, he wants fried rice, and that's it. I can't.
So all you gotta do is research some videos on YouTube on cooking, wild or brown rice. I used to get the Uncle Ben's, but that's a processed form, so it's really not the best one. This would be a better way to go. Okay. Because it's natural. See how it says whole grain and it says gluten free.
Yeah.
And it says non-GMO.
Yeah, you got the real. You get the real McCoy there, Jules. So you get the good stuff. If I do rice sometimes, I'll buy or I'll get a packet of frozen vegetables, and then I'll just put them in the rice and just cook them together, and it's and then obviously you're going to have your whatever meat or whatever you're going to have along with it, but it's pretty good, yeah, just simple. Hey, I live by myself, so it's gotta cook up what you gotta cook up. But no, that's pretty good, actually. Grumpus, great to see you. It's been quite a while.
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, doing good. Yeah, doing good. Just having a few quiet beers with our good folk here, and Jules.
Cooking in the middle of the night because I'm not like that. That's the way I roll. I was hungry. I'm gonna let this stew for a little bit so the herbs have a chance to blend with all the other stuff, and then when I'm done on here, I'll let some cool off and I'll eat stuff. Dorito, I hear you and I believe you 100%. But it's like this: if they can't fix my acid reflux because of all the damn pills they give me that they're not supposed to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's either I'll shoot myself in the head. No kidding.
No.
I'll die from
Video to follow.
bleeding ulcer, or I'll just take my chances with what I got. They never should have taken away. I was better off just taking the a pill or two a day of the Vicodin, which does have Tylenol in it, but not as much as what I'm taking now,
Yeah, that shit don't work for me.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, Vicodin don't work for me.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
Tylenol's never worked for me either.
Yeah, it doesn't really work for me, but if you mix it with ibuprofen, it ends up acting like, for some reason, there's something that happens when you blend them, where it ends up like like a coating, like in a cough syrup.
Oh, okay.
For my back, right? Tylenol doesn't work.
Yeah, no, not by itself, but that's one of the things that they put in. I think it like a carrier for Vicodin.
But what's crazy?
That was my go-to, man. I could function fine on Vicodin. I'll need a few a day, but
Yeah, but you know what's crazy, and it's probably a whole lot worse
all that shit
for my back.
Better
is the generic ibuprofen that I buy from Walmart.
It's acetaminophen. Yep.
Yeah. That works, but I know it's not good because
and you check the milligrams because it probably has a higher milligram than whatever you were taking.
200 milligrams. I think 200 milligrams in the morning, 200 milligrams at noon, and 200 milligrams in the afternoon.
God, I'm taking like 1,000. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
200 milligrams at 200.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking 2,
Yeah.
4, 6. You're taking 6
Yeah,
milligrams.
1600. Each pill's like what, 200 milligrams?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Scourge.
Yeah, and it's not good. You know what I mean? Plus, you know, I like a beer as well.
You want to hear something crazy? I went to the doctor. I was getting headaches for a week straight for some odd reason. So I was taking Excedrin for a week straight. Okay. I went to my doctor and she tells me, she goes, well, I think you're kind of addicted on it. That's for a week straight. So here's the thing.
After a week, she said you're addicted to it.
Yeah. So you know what she prescribed me? She prescribed me, what was it? Steroids. Some type of steroid. I didn't get the steroids. I didn't get them from Walgreens.
Steroids are the thing with steroids is they're temporary and they're quick acting and they taper them off. So
she wanted
they
me
do
to kind of like die down for Excedrin, but after I went to the doctor's office, I didn't get headaches anymore, so I didn't take the Excedrin every day.
Yeah.
Now I take it once in a while when I really need it.
Do you know what Excedrin has in it?
It's got it's like a mixture of everything.
Yep, and it has caffeine. You know what my son does when he gets a headache? He drinks a cup of coffee. He's ADHD.
That's what Joel does. I've done that.
Yeah, he's ADHD, and anytime he takes any medicine, it makes him hyperactive, and he hates it. Like, it makes him worse. Makes him feel funky.
No, my husband.
And so he does not take pills. When he gets a headache, he drinks a cup of coffee, and he's good to go.
My oldest son, he's the opposite. If he does not take his medication, I don't think he took his medication today. He's hyper. He's bounced off the wall.
Yeah, my son tried the medication they wanted him to take. Like, he was just starting high school, and he hated it. The Ritalin or whatever it was.
I didn't put him on
Ritalin. Mom, he took it for a week or two. He's like, Mom, I don't like this. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And he acted different. Like, he would come home and he was like lethargic, uninterested in everything, not like.
Oh, my son's not like that. Like Joseph,
and would
he
go to
takes
sleep.
Adderall. He's interested in video games and he wants to do things, and he is.
And
But
he
if he's
hates
not
it.
on that,
I
he's
told him, stop
bouncing.
taking it.
He's bound. No, when he takes the Adderall, he's fine. He focuses in school good. He, you know,
I think
he's
it might have
not
been
tired.
Adderall, actually. Yeah.
But if he's not on that shit, like today, he can take his medication. You see it. He's just.
Yeah, he took it for a week or two, and he's like, "I don't like the way it makes me feel." I said, "Stop taking it." But guess what? You better do okay in school, because if you don't pay attention and get your shit done, I'm not going to let you use that. As you will not fail. You will finish this, and you will not use your ability to.
I didn't want to put my kid on Adderall.
We're talking about two things near and dear to my heart. Can I give my 2 cents real quick?
Yes.
I heard you guys
I
talking
know
about it.
you were a part of this.
First thing is Prilosec, Zantac, all that different stuff with the Oramazepam, that stuff in it. If you read the bottle, anything that says that Oramazepam on it, read the bottle. Go ahead. Does yours have that? Look at the bottle right there. It says, do not take this daily. It says, do not take it regularly. It says, it is not healthy for you to take it regularly.
You don't.
And it will. It more than likely. Colin, do you want a camera shoved down your dick?
No.
Okay. Do me a favor. Don't take that shit. Get something else. Try cinnamon. Try brown sugar. A cinnamon stick makes a world of difference. Okay? And if you got acid problems, and you might want to try lowering your triglycerides. And then you just eat a grapefruit for that. Trust me.
Yes. I had to
Trust me.
do that. I had to do that.
I took
It stopped my
Prilosec
pain. It stopped my
and
pain.
Zantac for years, dude. And
I
guess
will agree
what?
with that.
I got bladder cancer. It's no bullshit. It's the truth. That's what happens if you take too much of it. Okay, and that's what the doctor told me exactly.
I don't take them. My pills that I do take, I only take them when I need them. That's it. And that's very rare.
I've been doing it for years.
You know, do you drink a lot of soda?
Who, me?
Not too much.
You drink a lot of beer though, right?
Yeah.
Try something different than beer to get loaded. You know? That carbonated
No, I
stuff.
only drink my beer like on weekends. Like a Dorito, I only drink my beer on weekends.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't do it like, all through.
Well, just like I said, Jules is right. A teaspoon of baking soda is gnarly. But if you take an 8-ounce glass of water, that's in the Farmer's Almanac. That's an old redneck cure right there.
True.
For stomach issues. You take a teaspoon of baking soda, 8-ounce glass of water, dip it in there, spin it around, slam it down. That's better than any Prilosec any day, and
that works.
That's what I do if I get acid reflux, and I have it bad.
Yeah, because I've been taking these fucking shit, you know, and I change it all the time. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing. It's just when I get the lethal heartburn, I call it lethal heartburn. You know, it's like fuck, I can't even sleep.
I'm scared of that shit, dude. Honestly, had they not caught it by just a fluke when it happened, that shit could have killed me.
I'm glad
What was that? You know, I got lucky and I caught it before it became invasive, and they just keep it in check.
Thank God.
You know?
Thank God.
I'm glad they did.
So
Dorito, thanks for your wisdom also, and
it's not wisdom, bro. It's experience on that one, dude.
Yeah.
I fucked myself, and that's exactly what the doctor told me. Hey, Serge, what's up? What's happening, Walter? Exactly what the doctor, he asked me, do you take Prilosec? Do you take Xantex? Do you take any of that stuff? And I said, yeah. He says, well, you were prescribed this stuff, you know, by my regular doctor. And this was years ago. So I just kept taking the over the counter stuff after I you know. And basically, when I found out that the little tiny pill was the same as the Prilosec, I just started taking Prilosec.
Hey, Dorito, I'm sending you a picture.
I've been taking them all.
To Instagram.
Okay.
I want you to look at this. This is the bottle that my doctors prescribed me for my stomach issues.
Well, just read it. If it says it has a ramisopol in it, I mean,
I can't see it, and I can't.
I'm not a doctor either, so I'm just giving you my opinion, and I'm telling you what he told me.
You know, that's crazy, Dorito, because you know I've been taking all those Cimetidine, Tagamet, you know, Zantac. I've been taking them all. You know,
yeah, Tagamet's gnarly too, dude.
Yeah. And you know, my grandfather had the same problem. And you know, heartburn, and he unfortunately he kicked out with bladder cancer. You know, but he you know, but he was older. But I spent a lot of time with him. You know, but always a fucking heartburn. And I'm the same.
Heartburn. That's the thing. I never had that. But the thing is, like with these medication I get with my stomach, how I found out. Hold on, wait. How I found out I had this was, I was like when I did my birthday, Carla, when you were there, I was drinking the same way. But I wasn't doing Crown. I was doing Jaeger. Then that morning, it was because I had my party that Saturday. Sunday morning at 5 o'clock, I woke up with a real bad stomach pain. My brother's ex-girlfriend brought a bunch of fruit. Joel looked up online my symptoms, and
yes, they are, Serge.
When
Serge.
what Dorito said with the I forgot what fruit to said to eat. She had it here. Grapefruit. I started eating that, and the pain went away. So when I went to my doctor, I told her what was going on. She's giving me this prescription. The thing is, I don't take the prescription daily. She says I should, but I don't. I don't listen to her. I take it when I really need it. And it's not a lot. I will either fight through the pain, but if it gets bad, then yeah, I will take it. But
I'm not saying don't take it. If you think you should take it, take it. But I'm just saying what I was told was that shit taking it daily is what's screwed me.
That's what I'm saying. With medication, the only thing I take daily is my trazodone. That's my sleeping pill. I take that daily. But headache pills I don't take daily. If I got a headache, I'll try dealing with it throughout the day. And same with my stomach. Any other prescription, I will deal with it throughout I would deal with my pain, but I won't take the prescription that much.
Well, doctors are smart, but they do have a pill for everything.
Of course.
Well, you know what? I'm in trouble because just for my back issues, I take 1,600 milligrams of ibuprofen every day.
THC, baby, THC.
Right? He ain't lying.
And then I have to 100% agree with Jules on the ADD. The pills, they make it worse. And caffeine, even though like caffeine has a weird effect on me, but if I have headaches, caffeine helps my headaches go away.
That's what it does with Joel. But he doesn't take no like ADHD pills. He doesn't do that.
Neither do I. But I took Ritalin. I took Ritalin.
Adderall.
Ritalin is crazy.
But the crazy thing, Adderall
Started with a P.
Joseph. I don't know.
Jules.
I can't remember what the hell it was. And also the Valium.
Yeah.
Also Darvocet. Also, I think Xanax.
Yeah, I've heard of Xanax.
And one other one. They tried a whole bunch of shit on me when I was younger. And it just made it worse.
The thing is that with Joseph, when he got diagnosed with ADHD, right?
Keep him away from the Ritalin. Keep him away from the Ritalin.
Yeah, the Ritalin I told him I didn't want him to have. I didn't want him to have the Ritalin. So I told him, so they go, okay, we'll try Adderall. Adderall works for him. If he doesn't take the Adderall, he's not focused in school. He's not focused at all. So
you know what Adderall is, right?
What?
Over-the-counter meth.
Well, they did say that Ritalin and Adderall starts him with drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's over-the-counter meth.
There you go. Yeah.
It was funny because I went to a doctor when I was really, really stressed out. I actually voluntarily went to anger management because I just needed to calm down.
And he's got anger.
And this doctor, actually, the psychiatrist, tried prescribing me Adderall. And me and my wife looked at the doctor and said, "You realize that's basically over-the-counter meth?" And she goes, "Yeah, but it doesn't have such the side effects." I says, "You know that I actually did dope for 5 years. What are you, fucking nuts?" And we walked out.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, put me back on that shit. Come on, man.
Because the bad part is I hear a lot of people that has taken like Adderall and Ritalin, they have started doing hard drugs.
Stay away.
I think in my head that, how Joseph's been brought up, this kid won't even touch an ashtray. He won't touch a lighter. He won't touch an empty beer can, a beer case. When it's empty, a cardboard case with the name of the beer on it, he won't touch it.
Go ahead.
And I'm thinking in my head, I'm hoping that I trained him well not to think, okay, you can get on drugs. But I told him I find out he's on drugs, he done. Because I will put his ass right in jail. I told him that. I'm sorry, but I will. I mean, my brother, he has been on drugs so many times. He's been on like the hard stuff. And he's got a person right there that'll tell him, you don't need to be in this. You don't need to be messed up with this. I don't really think Joseph would mess with it, but he's only 13.
Yeah.
And Joseph don't go outside and hang out with a bunch of idiots around here, which I'm thank God he doesn't. He's on his game all the time, which I'd rather have him inside the house playing on his game.
Yeah.
But he's got really nobody out here, because out here where I live, I don't trust anybody out here.
Yeah, but
and
always
that's just me. I'm very
on my journey of the 5-year party, my roommate used to constantly wake me up when the dope man got there at 2, 3 in the morning and say, "Hey, here's a ganker," and line me up a big old line about yay big and about yay wide. And I'd puff that sucker down and say, "Good night." Go right back to bed. It was nothing for me. It really wasn't. All it did was actually helped me focus. And that was the bad thing about it. And it wasn't the drugs that I thought about. It was, wow, I can get so much more shit done, and I can load so much more in my brain. And I didn't realize how fucked up everything was that I was doing. You know what I mean? I was half-assing a lot of stuff, even though I got a lot more done. It was just I was running around like a spun chicken.
Yeah.
He's like that when he's off the Adderall. He's like that. He's like that today because he didn't take his pill. We thought he did, but he's like that when he's off Adderall. Ask Tom. He's bouncing off the fucking wall like a psycho.
That's a good thing, though. You got to encourage that. You really, like my daughter.
He don't get nothing done.
Yeah.
When he bounces off the wall, he don't get nothing done. He was on his game today. He would usually sit there when he has his medication. He would sit there and play his game. Nice and quiet, whatever. No, today he was on his game. He was in here babbling to us. He was back in his game. He was messing with his brother. He was just up and down, bouncing on my bed. He was worse. That's how he is when he doesn't have his Adderall. Now, when he has it, he's more focused in school, and teachers know that he's learning better when he's focused, and he's more calm with things. I mean, he's able to sometimes talk to, but he still has a teenage attitude, you know.
Yeah.
He still has that, which we all did. But I know you might think I'm just, you know, wanting to give him the drugs, but I'm looking at it where he is more focused.
Understood.
Yeah,
You know,
focused. And that's what I'm worried about. He needs to be focused in school. Because we didn't, when he went to school, we didn't have him on that. And he was just all over the place.
well, with my daughter, she's not been diagnosed. We refuse to have that. I'm not going to have anybody put a label on her, especially with that, because it's really like growing up. They didn't know what ADD was with me.
No, it wasn't.
They threw pills, all kinds of shit at me growing up, and
he tried with me too.
And that's the thing is once they put that label of ADD on you, doctors tend to fuck with you. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And the whole thing is like I said with my daughter, we refuse to have that label put on her. And my daughter's a straight A student, mostly A pluses. Okay. She's 12. All right. She's real good. She's learning to read music. She's learning her keyboard. She's learning percussion. Like she is just she's a sponge for information. You know what I mean? But the thing is she's very hyper. Okay. So whenever she's doing her work at home, homework or anything like that, we tell her, if you start getting hyper, set your shit down and take off for a run down the hall. Go ahead. Burn it out. And then get back and you better get your work done. And she has now, ever since she was little, we have done that and set that order for her. And she's actually learning to organize her time herself and take her breaks when she needs to take them.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff. And, you know, we just encourage her to embrace the suck. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
You know, just embrace the suck. It is what it is. Do you want to be kind of slowed down by this crap? Or are you just going to go ahead and bounce around? Bounce around all you want. But if you don't get your shit done, I'm going to make you sit on your hands.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that is the worst thing. My mother used to do that to me all the time. If I fucked up, my mom just put me in the corner facing the wall, sitting on my hands. I'd be crying within 5 minutes, begging to be let up. And then there was nothing done to me. I'm just looking at a fucking corner. And I can't move my arms. I can't move my hands.
It sounds like you're being murdered, but you're not.
It might as well be. I mean, try sitting your kid down on have him just take his hands, put him on his butt, sit right down in the chair facing the corner. Tell him to think about what he did to be in that corner. 5 minutes, I guarantee you're going to break his ass down, and he's not going to want to do that again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to try that out.
It works. It does. I mean, I've only had to do that once with my daughter, thank God. I haven't had to do it with my son, but that's what my mother used to do with me. And for the most part, like all we have to say is their middle name. You know what I mean? We're their first and middle name, and they get it. You know, thank God.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not cruel.
No, it's not.
But you find their weak spots. And if he's hyper as hell and he wants to run around, sit his ass down in a chair facing the corner on his hands. He is gonna be broke down quick. Be like,
okay,
sit on his ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah, that's what you do. You face him in the corner where there's nothing. Give him something stupid to look at. Put a little post-it up in the corner that says "ha ha."
Dorito.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dorito, it's funny you mentioned that because
exactly, Wild Turkey.
Even going back to you know, my early days at school, that's what the teachers used to do.
Yeah.
They used to you know, if you done something wrong, they used to say, "Go stand in the corner."
Same here.
And face the corner.
Wrong button. You got to use your right hand.
And they'd leave you in there for half an hour, 30 minutes at least. You know, and you were standing there just facing the corner.
It is hard, Jules. I'm sorry. I was just looking at what she said. It took her 2 years. Zoe, thank God, with Grandma, Grandma made it a lot of fun for her. But with me, it was not just reading. It was everything. Math, I'm terrible with.
Unless there's a dollar sign, I'm terrible with math.
Oh, I am
really am.
too.
Oh, me too. I'm awful.
We were
I'm
talking about that the other night. Was it
Yeah.
last night? We were talking about the money stuff and everything. Where if we couldn't, I think it was on
who, me?
Blake's. I don't know who it was. I think it was on Blake's, where we were talking about like the money thing, like how we were not good with math. But if money came into it, we know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same with me measuring square footage. I know that because that's what I do all the time. It's constant, you know.
Wood shop, I flunked that.
I couldn't do math to save my life.
I couldn't sit there and help my daughter do algebra and all that different crap. That goes to my wife. Calculus. What the fuck is calculus?
Yeah.
I know what Celsius is.
Fractions.
Yeah, I know what Celsius is, but I don't know what calculus is.
I don't even want to go there. You know?
I've never
Exactly.
been there. I want to go there.
Yeah. I don't have
Square root of something, or square root of a triangle or something.
Now they're not teaching kids cursive in school either.
That's what I adore about Jules. We may not agree all the time on everything, but you know what? When she's got a good point, she's got a good fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're not teaching cursive in schools.
No.
Yeah.
I know Joseph's school is teaching him.
That was real important to my mother, man. I learned to print well and write cursive as well. I mean, my signature, you can't even. It's just, you know.
Yeah, mine is too. I change mine up all the time. No one can copy it, so you know.
You know, Jules, I haven't had to spank my kids, but I'm not someone that is against a spanking when it's needed.
Exactly.
I do think it's very back, and I always my dad was. You know, I mean, my dad put my head through a paneling wall once, broke my nose. I called my mom a bitch. I had it coming. You know what I mean? But would I do it now? Yelling, you know, we're talking about me. I kind of yell, you know, but I get my point. It's not so much yell. I raise my tone.
No, right. I don't know. Yeah, I raise my tone. They don't hear me. I yell. They still don't hear me. So it don't work.
But I'm a firm believer in that. I needed a whooping several times. My kids, they don't need it. They, you know, they're good. I mean, I can't say they're angels, but when they screw up, I mean, my son especially, if I just tell him I'm disappointed in him, or my mother does, I mean, my wife, my mother. I've called her my mother so many times over the years. If she tells him, or even my daughter, I'm disappointed in you, they start crying. It hurts them deeply. I mean, they love us both and we love them. So, you know, luckily we got that. Thank God. But
now, the thing son, I've had a recent parent-teacher conference, and I talk to his teacher regularly. I love his teacher. His teacher is real nice. She was telling me that Joseph's very respectful at school. He is respectful towards girls and his classmates. He will sit there and remind his classmates, hey, we have to follow this rule or we will all get in trouble. She said he's real good with that. I told her what's been going on here with his attitude, and like, you know, he doesn't whining. If he doesn't get his way, he starts crying and whining.
he probably doesn't have that attitude at school, does he?
No, she said he doesn't. I told her he doesn't. And she said that he doesn't have it. So it's kind of like, she said that she has a problem with her kids too. Her kids do the same thing. You know, they act the same
Of course
way.
they're going to act up at home than in school.
Yeah.
Do you have them? I mean, don't get me wrong, and I'm not. I'm far from somebody. But do you have them in a schedule, like certain things they do?
I'm trying to get Joseph is so hard. Joseph is so hard to get on a schedule. I used to have him on a schedule. That's how I used to always have him. But you know, like how the pandemic came, the kids fall off the schedule. Now it's hard to get him back on. But Jax, he's on a schedule. I get him up in the morning. The first thing he does, he gets fully dressed for school. He eats breakfast. He knows his routine. Joseph, it's like a hard time to get him to get up out of bed to do his routine. It's hard. And I think because maybe he's older, but Jax knows his routine. And it's like I get Jax out there and eating breakfast before I get Joseph up out of bed to even get dressed.
Yeah, that's the one thing, especially with someone with ADD, organization in there, especially starting. You know, they got to figure it out in their brain, but it's going to take outside of it to figure out the organization. But somebody with ADD, that is something you got to categorize. You got to organize and categorize. You got to treat your brain like a file cabinet or like a closet. Your nice shirts over here, your somewhat shirts that don't really matter as much over here, your work shirts over here, your work shoes over there. You got to and literally layer it and categorize it. And once they learn how to organize themselves mentally, there's not much that'll stop them. Jules will even admit this. There's probably times, and it drives my wife crazy, where I'm bouncing around like Ricochet Rabbit. Okay, ding, 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 ding. And my wife's like, have you been to the garage? No, I haven't been to the garage. Okay, go out to the garage for a while and then come back in. Okay, but she knows what I'm going to do.
Get out there and tinker and get busy and move around.
I'm going to tinker and focus on something and start. Dude, I mean, look, here, check this out. This is no bullshit. You see the ATVs, right?
Yeah.
I got the printers over here. I got fucking headlights I've been working on to try and get the mounts correct. Okay. I got that. I just had to change the batteries out in all of my flashlights. Okay. It's certain things that I do to keep myself organized. I have a sharpening stone. So if I'm just sitting here and I get that little fidget, I grab a sharpening stone, and I'll tell you, I don't even use this knife much. But this fucker will cut like you wouldn't believe, dude. The edge is perfect on it.
And don't come to Doritos.
Don't piss him off.
Oh no, this is the
No, that's a knife.
Trust me, you come my way and I'm in the garage, you're fucked.
Oh well, I know what you got.
That looks like it would take off a leg with ease.
I may give you this because you might need it. Put it that way.
Guys, I'm going to bed now. All right.
Let's go private, actually.
Let's go.
Night, Colin.
We're gonna call private.
Good night, guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right, we're gonna go private.
Bye.
All right, bye. I love you, Colin.
Night, Colin. Rest well.
Later. Later, people.
Yeah.
Later, people.
Bye, everybody.
Tom, Dorito, Carla, Jules. Good night. God bless you.
Laura, baby.